On the banks of the Portage River in Oak Harbor, Ohio, the Ottawa County Fair, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Doug Ballinger, Matt Clark, back at you again this evening. We got 10 of them tonight. The Colts go tonight. Last night was a great night of racing. Manny Miller picked up 3 driving wins. Manny with a triple last night. Herman Hagerman had a grand slam, had 4 training wins. Had a new track record for 3-year-old filly trotters. Lynn Range broke the track record for 3-year-old filly trotters. Tonight, we got 10 of them coming at you. The Colts go tonight. Condition pace and close it out with a Gordon Whitty Signature Series trot in the 9th race. That Signature Series trot for $2,650. Nola Christian, Gone on a Flash, Hillbilly Bird. Solar, $352. Stony Ridge Top, a good one. And McMorris Hanover, field of 7. All on gate will go in that Gordon Whitty trot. We score 7 wide here at Oak Harbor. Mike Webgenberg, the official starting gate here at the Ottawa County Fair. John Ingram is the starter. Getting set for the post parade for the first race. 2-year-old Colt trot. A lot of action going on as we speak. It was a 3 o'clock start at the Warren County Fair in Lebanon. They should be on about probably the 8th, 10th race by now. Going to be a long day there. They have 24. It's been a doubleheader today at the Franklin County Fair in Hilliard. They kicked things off, I believe, at noon. Had 8 this afternoon and 8 on this evening's card, which started at 4. Also today, or tomorrow, I should say, at Cortland. They have a noon post at Cortland tomorrow and a 5 o'clock start, I believe. 9 races and 12 races, something like that tomorrow at Cortland. Wednesday, it's Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 14 of them, post time at 5. Big day there at Courthouse. Wiener dog races, the grandstand will be packed, all kind of giveaways. The Fayette Tourism Group, along with the Fayette County Agriculture Society, sponsor that event, as well as an earlier post time as program would be a 5 o'clock post at Bucyrus. Bucyrus, hometown of Colt Steak, features Buckeye Stallion Series Wednesday night at Bucyrus.
$5. This is the Blue Stripe Equipment Rental and Innovating Excavating of Port Clinton Trophy Race. One is BOQ. By Chris Beaver, Radnor, Ohio, Jim Burnett of Wilmington, Ohio, and Tim Holman of Naples, Florida. Trained by Chris Beaver, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 2 is Combat Buddy, owned by Jeff Batt of Defiance, trained and driven by Pierce Henry. Number 3 is Respectable Son, owned by Watson Harness Racing and Kendall Stuckey of Tiffin, Ohio, Billy Hart of Carmel, Maine, and Kay Guthrie of Monroeville, Ohio, trained and driven by Ryan Stahl. Number 4 is Candy Flip, owned by Christopher of Radnor, Ohio, Leo Fleming and Billy Maines of Ontario, and Steve Zehandler of Worthington, Ohio, trained for the driver Greg Bateson. Number 5 is Roll Like I Roll, owned by Joel Shivak of Woodville, Ohio, and Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, Ohio, trained and driven by Ty Bates.
Parade for the first. We're going to kick things off with a 2-year-old Colt trot. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. A total purse of $14,610. This first division for $7,305. Number 1, BOQ, Clifton Bell for Chris Beaver. The 2-year-old bay go to the set of Centurium ATM. Out of the Pilgrim's Taymare, Vornia. This is a homebred, owned by Chris Beaver and Burnett. Tim Homan in Naples, Florida. 2 starts on the year. Won a qualifier at Delaware, 201-4. The 2 is Combat Buddy. Pierce Henry trains and drives for Jeffrey Batt of Defiance, Ohio. 2-year-old bay go to son of Creatine out of the Bar Hopping Mare. Estera has 3 career starts, has a win and a third, $3,607. A winner at Ottawa, 207-1, finished 4th last time out at Bell Fountain. Ryan Stahl will drive number 3, a Respectable Son. A $60,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. This 2-year-old bay colt is by In Range out of the Away We Go mare, Beautiful and Away. Watson Harness, Kay Stuckey, W. Hart, and Kay Guthrie, all of Ohio owned. Stahl trains and drives the 3, Respectable Son. Greg Bateson Be the driver's change to 4, Candy Flip. Chris Beaver also trains this. So this is another homebred owned by Chris Beaver, V. Fleming, Steve Z. Handler, and B.G. Maines of Ontario. 2-year-old Bay go to Son of Centurium ATM out of the Swan for All mare. Fantasia Flurry, second career start. And rolling that to field is the 5, Roll Like I Roll. Ty Bates trains and drive for Joel Chevek and Susan Bates. 2-year-old Bay Colt, Bawat the Hill out of the Conway Hall mare. Broadway's Sister was a $20,000 Ohio Select purchase. Has 4 starts this year. Has a second and a third. $3,435 in the bank. The 5, Roll Like I Roll. You can see on the back stretch, the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate is in motion. Field of 5, BOQ, Combat Buddy, Respectable Son, Candy Flip, and Roll Like I Roll. Let's send it over to Bill Peters to give us a call.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away at the rail is BOQ. On the outside, second is Combat Buddy. At the rail, third is Candy Flip. Moving up fourth is Roll Like I Roll, and farther back fifth is Respectable Son. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Pierce Henry has Combat Buddy on the outside with the lead. At the rail, second is BOQ, driven by Clifton Bell. Moving up third is Roll Like I Roll, driven by Ty Bates. Fourth is Candy Flip, driven by Greg Bateson, and farther back fifth is Respectable Son, driven by Ryan Stahl.
28 and 1.
First quarter trotted in 28 and 1/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time. That's Combat Buddy by a length and a half over BOQ. A little farther back third comes Roll Like I Roll, and their fourth is Candy Flip, the last horse, Respectable Son. No change as they race down toward the half. That's Pierce Henry and Combat Buddy bringing the horses down toward the half. Sitting right there close second is BOQ. Third, that's Roll Like I Roll. Then comes Candy Flip and Respectable Son.
Minute and 2/5.
First half trotted in 1 minute and 2/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Combat Buddy. 2 lengths back second is BOQ. Roll Like I Roll trots third. Fourth is Candy Flip, and fifth is Respectable Son. Going down the backside to the 3/4 mile mark, that's Combat Buddy by 2 lengths. Still racing second, BOQ, but now BOQ is a little closer second as he raced past that 3/4 mile mark.
29 and 3.
3/4 in 1:29 and 3/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Combat Buddy at the rail, and here comes BOQ up on the outside. BOQ now sticks his nose out in front. Dropping back second is Combat Buddy. Roll Like I Roll. Third, Combat Buddy gets a little rough gated as he turns for home. That's BOQ and Combat Buddy as they race for home. BOQ and Combat Buddy. It's going to be BOQ, and here they all come. Combat Buddy up for place. Up for show is Roll Like I Roll.
202 flat.
1 mile in 2:02.
2:02. Getting the trip, BOQ. Clifton Bell for Chris Beaver. Gio Bay go to Centurium ATM out of the Ty Pilgrim's mare. Navarra Pilgrim. This is a homebred, Sandra Burnett, Chris Beaver, Radnor, Ohio. Jim S. Burnett, Wilmington, Ohio. Tim Homan in Naples, Florida, owned. Chris Beaver trains. Clifton Bell in the Sulky, the mile 2:02. Clifton Bell had a winner last night. Gets a winning drive tonight. Chris Beaver with a training win last night. He gets a training win tonight to start things off. Fractional times for BOQ, 28 and 1, 1 minute and 2/5, 129 and 3, and 2:02. Combat Buddy did all the work up front for Pierce Henry. Gave way midway round the final turn to BOQ. Combat Buddy did hang on for that second place position. Ty Bates and Roll Like I Roll got up for that third place position. Matt Clark, another night here at the Ottawa County Fair. Just a short drive for you.
Yep, beautiful night, beautiful evening for the races out here. Nice breeze, not too much sun. I don't know if it's natural cloud cover or smoke, but we'll take it either way.
I don't know if it was about 109, 110 air quality. They say.
And now moving down the track. the winners go. Coming in from Redner and Worthington, Ohio, and Naples, Florida, comes number 1, BOQ. Owned by Chris Beaver, Jim Burnett, and Tim Homan. Trained by Chris Beaver and driven to victory this evening by Clifton Bell. And BOQ has just trotted to a new track record for 2-year-old colt trotters, trotting that mile in 2:02. The old track record was 2:02 and 4/5 by Beck the Bank back in 2016.
$12 horse on top there, Doug. I talked to Eric over in Mutuals. I guess they bet close to 5,000, like 4,700 or something. I think he said.
Very good night.
Yeah, so that's
very
pretty,
good night.
for only 9 races. That's really good.
And they got a real nice crowd tonight. I think a much better crowd tonight than last night.
Yeah, me too.
Was you slipping down there firing at them and I didn't know?
No. I kind of wish I had. If I know there's that kind of money.
They had some nice payoffs. You got a nice payoff here. We open it up 1360.
Uncovered trifecta.
Uncovered try. Yes.
One from the top. Number 1, BOQ was the winner. Number 2, Combat Buddy was second. Number 3, Respectable Son was 5th. Number 4, Candy Flip was 4th. Number 5, Roll Like I Roll was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 28 1/5. The half was in 1 minute and 2/5. The 3/4 in 1:29 3/5 with a mile in 2:02. From the top it should read 1, 2, 5, 4, 3 on the bottom. A mile in 2:02.
Well, it's on to the second race. 3-year-old Colt Pacers, first of 2 divisions, total purse $14,514. The second division will feature a field of 7 and go for $7,257. We'll be back to take a look at the second race. 3-year-old Colt Pacers, field of 7 right after this.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Number 6, Zeke's Rock. The driver is Jason Elster. And number 7, Captain Said. The driver is Kim Flip.
8 races in a minute 40 seconds. Roger Houston ran them today at Hilliard. Said that was a world record. We got a fan that was there this afternoon. Roy came this way tonight. Talking about Hilliard, they're racing now, Matt. Their second card, 8 this afternoon, 8 tonight. But I roughly did the math here, and I'm real close, not an exact number. But harness horses today, 500 harness horses will go behind the gate in the state of Ohio.
Wow.
Today. Here tonight, Lebanon, Hilliard, Northfield Park tonight, 15 races. Scioto Downs had qualifiers. Roughly, that's 500 head behind the gate today in some kind of form. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Roughly 162 head, I think, racing today at Lebanon.
That's going to be a big night over there.
Yes, it's going to be a long
I'd like
one.
to. We were just talking off air. I not able to watch hardly anything from here. Just kind of keep up on some things, but
Yeah.
hopefully, if you guys are watching, maybe in the comments, let us know if
Somebody's winning.
Really cleaning
How many
up or
Jeff
something.
Nysonger's got today, or Hank Levan today at Hilliard. I suppose Hank's at Hilliard tonight. Hank Levan. Those are our two leading drivers. But we got and Emmanuel Miller, I think, was there today. He had a win or so there today. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he's off all his drives. So my guess is he's at he's either at Hilliard or Lebanon, most probably. Yeah, Jeff Nysonger at Lebanon. Jeff will probably get some wins there today. I think Jeff had 14 drives that I saw just glancing through, but I can't pick anything up on my phone, USTA website or anything. My phone is just about one bar, and that's about it. So I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We'll try here later on to get some comments and get a conversation going.
Yeah, I can pull up the comments on the laptop. I don't necessarily like doing that, but
Okay.
it can be done. I just don't like making it do anything more than it needs to, but we will use it to check some comments on and off.
But a good night last night. As I mentioned earlier before the broadcast, if you're just joining us, Manny Miller had 3 wins last night. Herman Hagerman a Grand Slam, 4 training wins. We had a trotting record for 3-year-old fillies by Lynn Range, and we opened things up tonight with a track record for 2-year-old colt trotters. BOQ Clifton Bell, the 2-year-old Bay Gota Centurium ATM. Fractions 28 and 1, a minute 2 fifths, 129 and 3, and 202.
I was kind of thinking earlier, Clifton Bell, he's been with Chris Beaver for a while.
Yes,
What
quite a while.
Invaluable, really, to have a guy that can, basically a second trainer that can,
Yes.
ship 5 horses to the fair,
5
get
horses,
them raced
yes.
with some other help, if Chris can't make it, if he
Yes.
has to go somewhere to Grand Circuit or wherever,
Yes.
Clifton just kind of carries the load. To have somebody you can rely on like that is important. I know Hank's got a couple, Kevin Wolf and
Yes.
David Just help him. Everybody's, you got to have good help to be able to do what some of these trainers are doing.
Oh
out
yeah,
here.
I honestly don't know how they do it. Train and then ship and get home midnight. And
Yeah, I was wore out after 9 races. I didn't do anything in the morning.
I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. Went and got my McDonald's coffee and edged the walks. Did that much.
I did get my grass cut. I had a little help though. Valerie helped me out.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did.
So you're
going to
give her. You're going to give her credit.
Yeah.
Was that last night you did it? then?
No. We did it this afternoon.
Okay,
I could
did-
not stand to look at it anymore. We're supposed to get some rain up this way, maybe overnight. So
Okay.
it was getting so bad. I don't know if my mower could have took another rainstorm on top of it. I didn't get it done before that heat wave, and I wasn't going to do it when it's 105
Yes,
heat.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting paid to do it. It's my yard, so I'll let it go a little ways. But like I say, I was going to put a real strain on my mower if it didn't get done sooner than later. So. Real glad that we have a little bit of cloud cover this evening. It's really pleasant out here right now.
Oh yes,
'Cause, I
it
mean,
is.
we've been out here years past.
Oh,
where it's
yes.
just been
Very hot.
smoking hot out in these stands.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would be my definitely 5th year coming here. It's about 120 mile for us.
Is it?
We come in the back way. We come up I-75 to Bowling Green. Then is it 105? Does that sound right to you? It's pretty curvy, about 30 miles.
Yeah.
You go through Pemberville
Yeah.
and I can't think of the other 2 or 3 little towns. Pemberville's one of them that sticks out. Home of John Kineski.
Went back and talked to John earlier today. Went back and saw Stony Ridge Top. And
Stony Ridge
in the
Top.
last, he's one of my favorites for
Yeah.
sure. I always look forward to seeing him race. Making a comeback. He had a little foot problem that John was getting cleared up. A little quarter crack, waiting to grow out. So I was thinking about that too. John really does well using these signature series races to kind of.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you can spend a day and a bunch of money going to qualify and get nothing for it, or you can come out here and have
Yep.
fun racing at the fair, maybe get a blanket and make some money and probably go fast enough to qualify if that's what he wants to do with them. So he's the kind of horse he probably has to go into the open when he comes back. So I mean, you can train him down hard and throw him right into the wolves, or you can race him a few times out here, get a little money off his card, still win and take money off his card more than likely. Then when he does decide to go back to the track, you know, it's mid to high condition instead of right into the open.
We're getting set for a post parade. We got about 6 of them on the backside. We got one coming in front of us. I don't know if he's.
Our post word for race 2. This is the first division of the 3-year-old colt pace. Going for a purse of $7,257. This is the Vision Quest of Elmore Trophy Race. 1 is Willowdale, owned by Kurt Schaub of Attica, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, driver Pierce Henry. Number 2 is Nighthawk Racer, owned by Ivy Holdings of Apple Creek, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 3 is Hot Honor, owned and trained by Mike Johnson of Southfield, Michigan. The driver is Greg Bateson. Number 4 is Hillbilly Duncan, owned by Dan and Landon Coate of Covington, Ohio, trained by Roy Justice, the driver David Justice. Number 5 is Western Dancer SBGR, owned by Curtis Harper. Number 6 is Zeke's Rock, owned by Jason Elser of Montpelier and Jalen Towers of Wasion, trained and driven by Jason Elser. And number 7 is Captain Said, owned by the Deer Lake Stables LLC of Osseo, Ohio, trained by Thad Doty, the driver Kim Pluta. Horses will take one score and go to the gate. Mute your windows.
3-year-old Colt Pacers, first division for $7,257. Pierce Henry drives number 1 Willowdale for Robert Brooks and Curtis Schaub. 3-year-old Bago, the son of Western Vintage. 17 career starts, has been to the winner's circle 1 time, 3 seconds, 6 thirds, $20,710, $15,000 of it this year. 2 back, finished 3rd, pacing in 2:04 at Marion. Last out, paced in 2 minutes and 3/5. Finished 4th at Bell Fountain, the 1, Willowdale. Clifton Bell, the 2, Nighthawk Racer for Robert Brooks, 3-year-old Bago, the son of Racing Hill. Homebred, IB Holdings owns, 25 starts, a win, 6 seconds, 8 thirds, $24,834, $14,000 of it this year. Took a mark earlier in the season, a 154-2 at Sauda Downs, the 2, Nighthawk Racer. Mark St. Louis Jr. drives number 3, Hot Honor. This is a 3-year-old Bago, the son of Zuma Kalade. Mike Johnson trains and owns of Southfield, Michigan. 10 career starts, is yet to hit the board in 10 starts in 2 seasons. 683 in the bank. Last time out at Northfield Park in a non-winners of 1, finished 5th, pacing a mile in 2 minutes and a 5th to 3, Hot Honor. Number 4 is Hillbilly Duncan. David Justice for Roy Justice and Daniel Landon Decote. 3-year-old Bay Gilliam might fool me once. 2 career starts, $185 for Hillbilly Duncan. Number 5 is Western Dancer SBGR. Curtis Harper for Mike Sweeney, 3 career starts, has 1 second place finish. Number 6 is Zeke's Rock. Jason Elser owns, trains, and drives along with Jalen Towers. 3-year-old Brown Gunning Pet Rock, 4 career starts, $2,380. And rounding out the field on the outside, the 7 Captain Said, Kim Pluta for Thad Doty. 3-year-old Bago, the son of Well Said, $17,000 market. Attica's a 2-year-old, 203. They're at the top of the stretch. Let's go over to Bill Peters for the call.
They're off and pacing. The first horse away at the rail is Willowdale. On the outside, second is Nighthawk Racer. On the extreme outside is Captain Said. And between horses, 4th, there is Zeke's Rock. Moving along the rail, 5th is Hot Honor. Moving up 6th along the rail is Hillbilly Duncan, and the last horse is Western Dancer SBGR. As they head down the backside over toward that quarter-mile mark, Pierce Henry has Willowdale on top by a length and a half. Racing second is Nighthawk Racer, driven by Clifton Bell. In their 3rd is Zeke's Rock, driven by Jason Elser.
26 and 2.
What?
26 and 2.
First quarter paced in 26 and 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Willowdale with the lead. Nighthawk Racer still racing second. Zeke's Rock closing in their 3rd. Farther back 4th comes Hot Honor. Racing 5th is Hillbilly Duncan. 6th is Captain Said. And the last horse, Western Dancer SBGR. past the half-mile mark. That's still Willowdale with the lead, followed by Nighthawk Racer.
57 and 3.
First half paced in 57 and 3/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark, they've got to catch Willowdale. The closest horse second is Nighthawk Racer. Zeke's Rock is closing in third. Fourth is Hot Honor. Racing fifth now is Captain Said. Sixth is Hillbilly Duncan, and farther back seventh is Western Dancer SBGR. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark, that's still Willowdale with the lead. Nighthawk Racer right there a close second.
26 and 2.
3/4 in 1:26 and 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Pierce Hendry's getting real busy there with Willowdale, but up on the outside second comes Nighthawk Racer. Racing third is Hot Honor. Zeke's Rock back to fourth, followed by Captain Said. As they race toward home, it's the two Brooks horses battling it out. Willowdale at the rear and Nighthawk Racer on the outside. Nighthawk Racer and Willowdale. It's going to be Nighthawk Racer, and here they all come. Willowdale up for place, Hot Honor for show.
57 and 2.
First a mile in 1:57 and 2/5.
$157 and 2 hot fractions, Matt. 26 and 2, 57 and 3, 126 and 2. Pierce Henry, Willowdale, cut all the fractions. 2-hole trip to Nighthawk Racer. The stablemate, Clifton Bell, drives this, and the 3-year-old bay go to the son of Racine Hill, a homebred for IB Holdings. Second career win, second of the season, 157 and 2. A winner earlier in the year, 154 and 2 at Sauda Downs. So Clifton Bell sweeps the early double here at the Ottawa County Fair.
And Robbie Brooks exacta.
Yes.
That's something. Both those horses can leave the gate a ton, and they
Yes.
had the 1 and 2 hole. I figured that's probably how it line up. I didn't know how that race was going to unfold. We both got to take a look at one another when he said 26
Yes,
and 2.
I didn't know, yes.
Wow.
I think Bill, when I could hear him read the time, I'm sure Bill was looking at him. Is this right?
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle. Only the winner coming in from Apple Creek, Ohio, comes number 2, Nighthawk Racer. And driven to victory this evening by Clifton Bell. Good job, CB. Quest of Elmore Trophy Race. Let's have a big hand here for Robbie and Stephanie Brooks, Clifton Bell, and Nighthawk Racer, and Division Quest of Elmore, the sponsors of the race. Placings for race 2 from the top. Number 1, Willowdale was second. Number 2, Nighthawk Racer was a winner. Number 3, Hot Honor was third. Number 4, Hillbilly Duncan was sixth. Number 5, Western Dancer SBGR was seventh. Number 6, Zeke's Rock was fourth. And number 7, Captain Said was fifth. Time of the first quarter was 26 and 2/5. The half was in 57 and 3/5. The 3/4 in 1:26 and 2/5, with a mile in 1:57 and 2/5. From the top, it should read 2, 1, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5 on the bottom, a mile in 1:57 and 2/5.
Looking at the results on my phone from Hilliard, winning the first 3 out of the 4 racing was Herman Hagerman and Manny Miller. So Manny Miller's got 3 wins there today. I don't know if he got any this afternoon or not, but Herman Hagerman Closing in to be the leading trainer. He had 4 winners last night, 3 tonight's card at Hilliard. Third race up next, 3-year-old Colt Trotters. For $6,955. You have a program at home and want to follow along, John Moody will drive number 1, Global Adventures. John Moody drives the 1, Global Adventures. To get that program, go to harnessracingohio.com. Third race, 3-year-old Colt Trotters, field of 5. We'll be back right after this.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion in range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
Looking at the results of Manny Miller, 3 winners tonight at Hilliard, had a couple this afternoon, all with the Hagerman stable, so that is 5 training wins for Herman Hagerman. Had 23 going into today's card at Hilliard. That'll give him 28 training wins. Levans, I think, have 32 unofficially. They had a winner this afternoon at Hilliard as well. Action coming up tomorrow. Ohio Harness Horsemen Association broadcast team will be at Carroll County Fair in Carrollton, Ohio. 9 races. I believe it's a noon post and a 5 post. 9 and 12 races, I believe. Wednesday, Washington Courthouse, 5 o'clock post, 14 races. Bucyrus, regularly scheduled, you'll see in your Huff Guide advertisement of 6. It is moved up to 5. They have 15 races. Some great races. They have the Buckeye Stallion Series. I don't know if that is for 2-year-old trotting fillies. I can't remember. Is that what goes there?
Yep, I believe so.
At Bucyrus. You be at Bucyrus, Roy? You going to Bucyrus Wednesday night? Okay. Be a good bunch of racing.
I don't remember if they score 7 or 8 wide there, but I know that they have some big fields there.
Yes.
So that there's not a lot of splits that happen.
Yes.
They're all going for good money. Even
Yes.
the Colt Stakes are going for a lot of them.
1 Colt Stake's going for 15. It's
Yeah.
maybe the 3-year-old Trotters field of 6.
Yeah.
Good crowd today at Hilliard? Fair, okay. The Town Buckeye, yes. He's
Yeah, Craig Bowman trained the Town Buckeye. He's a sharp looking colt.
He's got a stride on him. I think he won that night we were at Scioto in the Next Generation night.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the Next Generation, but he went a pretty nice mile back half. He might have paced him 54, pretty handy.
I think he did. I think it was 54, and he won by open lengths. And I mean, he looked like he just had a ton left.
Yes, he's got a gate on him.
That was off, mile at Circleville. You had no idea what he really was. And I actually saw Craig Bowman in the paddock before the race and said, "It looks like a pretty nice colt you got there." He said, "I think we'll see tonight." So I don't think there's any question about it.
I had him at a couple matinees. Yeah, you knew he was a good one. Is that what he went in at Circleville? Was 58, and it's the Town Buckeye, right? He was not sold as the Town Buckeye. Craig always changes their name to the Town something. So yeah, he had 2 winners there today: the Town Mailman and the Town Buckeye. 2 different owners though. 3-year-old Colt Trotters, field of 5. We await the post parade. Clifton Bell driving to 2. Bitcoin King at Clifton looking for his 3rd winner on the card. He swept the early double.
You ever been over to Carrollton, Doug?
Never been there. Doubt if I ever get there.
I don't even know where it is, to be honest with you. But I was typing up the graphics today. It looks like they might have a pretty narrow track there. I think 6-horse field was maybe the biggest that I saw there, and then something had to split because there was actually a 3-horse field that was part of the Colt Stakes. I think they only split maybe one time, and there was a 4 and a 3, if I'm not mistaken. I probably should have looked at that before I opened my mouth. I'm pretty sure
that's
how it
probably hometown of Colt Stake, and I think they maybe only won one trailer, if I recall. And so if you had, well, if they scored, maybe they only score 4 wide. I don't know.
It's possible, yeah.
It could be.
Some of them get a little tight over there. I know I've been over to, oh boy, what is that? Lisbon. That's an awful tight little track over there. Sharp turns. It's kind of fun to watch.
Have you ever been to Rock Springs?
I have not. That's one I would like to see. It's so hard.
Have you been to Rock Springs? They say it'd be worth the trip.
It's on my bucket list, but I haven't made it down there yet.
Boy, we're scattered all over. They just don't want to get together and post parade tonight. They just want to keep circling the track.
Yeah.
Announcer's nightmare when they do that. Can't figure it out.
It was out of order, and Roger went off on him.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, Roger was getting after him a little bit over there at, where was I? Cortland.
Cortland.
Yeah, they didn't have any wagering there even, you know. I mean, it's all about, you know, public perception and how it looks.
Yes.
You know, we're putting on a show.
One race today, there was 3 out, 2 to go, and he said 3 out, and he said it the second time. He says, "Let's go."
Printing post word for race 3. This is the first division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Going for a purse of $6,955. This is the Holcomb Enterprises LLC of Port Clinton Trophy Race. Number 1 is Global Adventures, owned by Tom Barrett of Novi, Michigan, trained by Ryan Barrett, the driver John Moody. Number 2 is Bitcoin King, owned by Chris Beaver of Radnor, Ohio, and the part-time stable of Napoleon, Michigan, trained by Chris Beaver, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 3 is On the Range, owned by Tom and Sally Wadsworth, Sandusky, Michigan, trained and driven by Joe Casagranda. Number 4 is Hunt Club, owned, trained and driven by John Kineski III of Pemberville. Number 5 is What Luck, owned by Ernie Ayers of Sand Creek, Michigan, and Ellen Belmore of Sylvania, Ohio, trained by Ernie Ayers, the driver Pierce Henry. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate. Future windows closing in 4 minutes.
Field of 5, 3-year-old Colt Trotters for $6,955. First division. Number 1, Global Adventures. John Moody drives for Ryan Barrett, the 3-year-old Bay-Gota son of What the Hill out of the Andover Hall mare. Got by Galorcious. Thomas Burnett owns. 10 career starts, 1 win, 1 second, 1 third, $5,635. 2 minutes and a fifth at Northfield Park last time out. Clifton Bell trying to make it 3 in a row, and he very well could as he drives this 3-year-old Bay Colt by Uncle Peter. Bitcoin King for Chris Beaver. Chris Beaver, Radnor, Ohio, part-time stable, Napoleon, Michigan owned. This is a homebred. 3 wins this year and 8 starts, 4 career wins, $102,000 lifetime, 154-1 at Sauda Downs, 2 back on the 25th of June. Number 3 is On the Range. This is a 3-year-old bay gelding by In Range. 2 starts lifetime, has 1 career win, 209-1 at Midland. The driver, Joe Casaranda. John Kineski III owns, trains, and drives the 4 Hunt Club. John Kineski of Pemberville, Ohio, 3-year-old bay gelding son of a Long Tom out of the Cadabra mare. No Magic. 11 career starts, a win, a second, 3 thirds, $10,302. Took a mark as a 2-year-old at Bowling Green at 210-1. And rounding out the field, the 5, What Luck, Pierce Henry for Ernie Ayers. Ernie Ayers along with Ellen Belmore owned. 3-year-old bay gelding son of What the Hill out of the Cincinnati Kid mare. Lucky Roll. This is a homebred. 17 career starts, 5 wins, 7 seconds, $36,000 in the bank. Mark is a 2-year-old at Bowling Green, 205-3. Global Adventures, Bitcoin King, On the Range, Hunt Club, and What Luck. Field of 5. on the gate. Send it over to Bill Peters for the call.
There they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away is Bitcoin King. And his global lock. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Clifton Bell has Bitcoin King on top by a length and a half. Trotting second is Global Adventure, driven by John Moody. Up on the outside third is What Luck, driven by Pierce Henry. At the rail fourth is Hunt Club, driven by John Kineski. The last horse on the range, driven by Joe Casagrande.
29-1.
First quarter trotted in 29 and 1/5 seconds. That's Bitcoin King by 2 lengths over Global Adventures. Racing third is What Luck, Hunt Club fourth, and On the Range trails. Racing around that upper turn now to come down past the stands for the first time. That's Bitcoin King by a length and a half. Moving up on the outside second now is What Luck. At the rail third is Global Adventures. Moving in there fourth is On the Range, and last horse is Hunt Club after going off stride. Past the half-mile mark, that's still Bitcoin King with the lead.
101-4.
First half trotted in 101 4/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Bitcoin King. On the outside second is What Luck. Along the rail third is Global Adventures. Hunt Club trots fourth, followed by On the Range fifth. Down the backside they go. That's Bitcoin King along the rail with the lead. On the outside second, that is What Luck. So at the rail third, that's Global Adventures.
30-4.
3/4 in 130 and 4/5 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's still Bitcoin King with the lead, with What Luck on the outside second and Global Adventures third, and looking for racing room. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. That's still Bitcoin King with the lead. What Luck making one last challenge on the outside. At the rail third, Global Adventures. As they race through the lane, that's Bitcoin King, What Luck, and Global Adventures. It's going to be Bitcoin King, and here they all come. Global Adventures up for place, What Luck for show.
202 flat.
A mile in 2:02.
Back half in a minute and a fifth. 29-1, 101 and 4, 130 and 4/5. Home 202. Clifton Bell gets a triple. Takes the first 3. Takes the first with BOQ and track record time. Second half the double with Nighthawk Racer. And gets that third driving win here in the third. 3-year-old colt trot behind Bitcoin King. 3-year-old bay colt by Uncle Peter out of the Muscle Mass mare, Massive Girl. This is a homebred, part-time stable, along with Chris Beaver own. Chris Beaver trains. 4 wins and 9 starts this year. About $107,000 in the bank.
Ernie Ayer's got to be pretty tickled with What Luck staying trotting.
Go coming in from Radnor, Ohio, and Napoleon, Michigan, comes number 2, Bitcoin King, owned by Chris Beaver and part-time stable, trained by Chris Beaver, and driven to victory this evening by Clifton Bell. And Clifton's tire marks are still there from the last race. Let's have a big hand there for Clifton Bell and Bitcoin King and the Holcomb Enterprises LLC of Port Clinton, the sponsors of this race.
The waiter official rundown. Clifton Bell takes the first 3. Look ahead to the 4th, see if Clifton's got a drive there.
I hadn't seen John Moody drive in years. I haven't been watching the Michigan fairs at all. He used to be one of the absolute top
you're
guys
right,
up
yes.
in Michigan and over in Windsor.
Looking ahead to the 4th, 2-year-old colt pace, Clifton Bell driving for Bill Webb. Very good chance of winning that race.
Wow.
Everything in the 3 horses in that race, Paradise Breeze, Kim Pluta got a win, but Coco Cruz has 3 seconds. Let's get our results here from Bill.
Number 2, Bitcoin King was a winner. Number 3, On the Range was 5th. Number 4, Hunt Club was 4th. And number 5, What Luck was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 29 and 1/5. The half was in 1:01 and 4/5. The 3/4 in 1:30 and 4/5, with a mile in in 2:02. From the top it should read 2:15.43 on the bottom. The mile in 2:02.
On to the fourth race, 2-year-old Colt Pacers. If you got a program at home following along, Pierce Henry will drive number 1, King on Campus. Pierce Henry the 1. Ryan Stahl will drive number 2, Humpty Dumpty. Ryan Stahl the 2. David Justice drives number 5, Fear and Fridays. David Justice the 5, Fear and Friday. 2-year-old Colt Pacers for $7,575. And we'll be back to take a look at these 2-year-old Pacers right after this.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead, sire of multi-million-dollar performers, with his first big crop of talented 2-year-olds making their mark on the track. Also standing, Slay, son of Chapter 7, with his highly anticipated first crop of yearlings selling this fall. And Coach K. Hanover by world record holder Wallner with his first crop of 2-year-olds hitting the track this summer. Looking for your next superstar? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients proudly offer high-quality yearlings with pedigree, conformation, and performance potential at public auctions this season. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's County Fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
We are back at Oak Harbor, Ottawa County Fair, Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger. Night 2. On to the fourth race. Some of our fine sponsors we'd like to touch on here: Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center, Power Play Farm, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply, Hickory Lane Farms, Dublin Valley Farms, Ohio Farm Bureau, and the Breeders' Crown. The Breeders' Crown held this October 23rd and 24th at Sauda Downs. General Mission seats I know are available. It's first come, first serve at the General Mission that evening. I'm going to guess 250 seats in the grandstand. Standing room down below or different places, but there is general admission. Nobody will be turned away. On to the fourth, 2-year-old Colt Pacers, field of 5. If you just joined us, winning the first 3 is Clifton Bell. He got a very good shot here, Matt, in the fourth, driving Coco Cruz for Bill Webb, but this is a homebred. His toughest Vo is going to be right inside him. Kim Pluta and Paradise Brief, who has 1 win so far this year. And that was the last time out at Bell Fountain of 203-2. And Clifton Bell, I believe, did drive Paradise Breeze that night at Bell Fountain. So
looks like, yeah. Chose off to drive the horse of Bill Webb. Bill Webb always has some very nice horses out here on the fair circuit, especially up around this area.
Kim Pluta maybe was in Michigan racing that night, so that's why Clifton Bell got the drive. Kim Pluta does train the 3 Paradise Breeze for Kathy Todd of Wasion.
Sounds like Roy James behind us is watching. Hilliard?
He's watching here.
I can hear Frank and
Jenna.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Frank likes to get out to the fairs when he can. He's a pretty busy guy anymore, but he still loves getting out to the fairs.
Yeah, he said he's going to enjoy getting away from the office today and doing this broadcast work. It's just kind of a tough night for post parades. They don't want to stay on the backside. Seems like they want to go all the way around the track. Why that is, it's an announcer's nightmare. Some nights they'll stay on the backside and they all line up, and then the next night you can't figure it out. I've tried for 57 years. I give up. I guess it's kind of maybe follow the leader. When one goes not where they're supposed to, the rest of them go too. But we're getting set for a post-parade field of 5. We've got 10 of them tonight. Got a condition pace later in the card. The last race of the card, second to last race. 9th race is the Signature Series Trot, $2,650. The Gordon Whitty Trot. Got some nice ones in there. 352, Cameron Keena, winner of right at $500,000, $596,000 lifetime for the 7 McMorris's Hanover.
A 13-year-old in there, Hillbilly Burt. We have horses that raced against Hillbilly Burt. Still, they're turned out. They got to living the retired life now. Hillbilly Burt's still at it.
Roy Justice, so what race are they on at? You're watching Hilliard. The last race.
Manny Miller was on the 3. Roger told him to take him back to the barn. You scratched. So he turned in a late slip.
So we got a 2-horse field over at Hilliard. It sounds like
a 2-horse field at Hilliard. Oh, it was a late scratch.
That's the first I've heard.
Well, it could be maybe there wasn't a Coggin slips turned in. You don't know what it would be.
That's the only thing I heard Roger said when he came in front of the grandstands. Take him back to the barn, Manny.
Okay. We're listening to the races behind us, so Roy Justice got Hilliard on. It's down to a 2-horse field now. Is it an open pace? Probably.
Yeah.
That's my guess, yeah. No.
Well,
I could only guess why a certain paper you didn't have, and that's about all I can think of as a call, because it could be something else, and that is a must. So many places you can't even get on the grounds.
Yeah.
Without,
boy, that always made us nervous when we were racing over in Canada, because they were real sticklers about that at the border, trying to get back and forth across the border.
You're talking about having papers. You can remember when you used to have eligibility papers, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, did I bring the eligibility papers? You know, it was 4 or 5 years even after the eligibility papers quit. I can remember when they was talking about it. They're crazy. How will it ever happen? And you get to that routine, return those head numbers and saddle pads, and when you're picking up your papers and checks, I would say.
Our printing post word for race 4. That's the first division of the 2-year-old colt pace, going for a purse of $7,575. This is the Musser Enterprises Incorporated of Curtis Trophy Race. 1 is King on Campus, owned by Jason Elser of Montpelier and Jalen Towers of Wasion, trained by Jason Elser, the driver, Pierce Henry. Number 2 is Humpty Dumpty, owned by David and Patricia Jury of Bucyrus, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Ryan Stahl. Number 3 is Paradise Breeze, owned by Kathy Todd of Wasion, trained and driven by Kim Pluta. Number 4 is Coco Cruz, owned by Bill Webb of Defiance and D&K Stables LLC of Hicksville, trained by Bill Webb, the driver, Clifton Bell. And number 5 is Fear and Fridays, owned by Jonathan Henry of Marysville, Ohio, trained by Joe Paver, the driver, David Justice. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate. Mutual.
2-year-old colt pacers, field of 5, be making their way to the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Our starter, John Ingram. Big thank you to Mike and Becky Wepkenberg for sponsoring the passports. Number 1, King on Campus. Pierce Henry picks up the drive for Jason Elser. Jason Elser owns with Jalen Towers, Wasion, Ohio. This is a 2-year-old bay, the son of Zuma Kalade out of the Rock and Roll Dance Mare. That shall dance. 1 career start, yet to hit the board. Paced a mile in 2:02 and 4 in a qualifier at Northfield Park. Number 2 is Humpty Dumpty. Ryan Stahl for Robert Brooks. 2-year-old bay gunning by Zuma Kalade. Out of the Always Be Mickey mare. BR Obsession. David W. and Patricia Jerry Bisarson, 4 starts, second and a third, $1,748. 2 back, finished second, pacing in 6 and 4 at Marion. Kim Pluta trains and drives a 3, Paradise Breeze. For Kathy Todd of Wasion, the 2-year-old Bay Gelding by Fear the Dragon. Out of the well-said mare, Mama's Fallen Angel. A winner once in 3 starts with a second, $3,524. Last time out was a winner where it took the lifetime mark of 203 and 2 at Bell Fountain. Clifton Bell trying to make it 4 in a row with his driving wins tonight. Coco Cruz, Bill Webb, a homebred. Webb owns with D&K Stable of Hicksville. 2-year-old Bay Gelding, but well said. Out of the Yankee Cruiser mare, cruising and surfing. 4 starts, has 3 seconds. Last time out was second, pacing in 202 and 4 at Bell Fountain. Number 5 is Fear in Fridays. David Justice for Joe Paver. Jonathan Henry of Marysville owns the $3,700 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2-year-old Bay Gelding, but Fear the Dragon out of the Art Major mare, Dragons Juliana. Gates rolling. You can see the Portage River in the background. Field of 5. King on Campus. Humpty Dumpty. Paradise Breeze. Coco Cruz. Fear and Fridays. Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. John Ingram the starter tonight. Doug Hunt driving the car. The gate swings around the turn. Let's send it over to Bill Peters to give us a call of the 4th.
Here they come. Here, off and pacing the first horse away is King on Campus. About second is Humpty Dumpty. Up on the outside third is Coco Cruz. Fourth is Paradise Breeze, and the last horse is Fear and Fridays. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Clifton Bell has Coco Cruz on top by 2.5 lengths. Pacing second is King on Campus, driven by Pierce Henry. Racing in their third, that is Humpty Dumpty, driven by Ryan Stahl. Fourth is Paradise Breeze, driven by Kim Pluta. And the last horse, Fear and Fridays, driven by David Justice.
28.
First quarter paced in 28 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time. That is still Coco Cruz with the lead. 2 lengths back second is King on Campus. Edging up on the outside third is Paradise Breeze. Fourth is Humpty Dumpty, and the last horse, Fear and Fridays. 5 pacers pretty well bunched as they race down toward the half-mile mark. That's Clifton Bell and Coco Cruz bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Pierce Henry with King on Campus. On the outside third is Paradise Breeze.
101.1.
First half paced in 101 and 1/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Coco Cruz with the lead. A length and a half back second is King on Campus. On the outside third is Paradise Breeze. Fourth at the rail is Humpty Dumpty, and moving up on the outside fifth is Fear and Fridays. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark, that's still Coco Cruz with the lead. 2 lengths back second, King on Campus. 3/4 and 130 and 3/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's still Coco Cruz by 2 lengths. King on Campus racing second. Racing third is Humpty Dumpty. Fourth is Fear and Fridays, and farther back fifth is Paradise Breeze. As they race toward home, that's Coco Cruz and King on Campus. It's going to be Coco Cruz, and here they all come. King on Campus up for place. Up for show is Humpty Dumpty.
201 and 2.
A mile in 201 and 2/5.
I've been coming here for a lot of years, Doug. I don't know if I've ever heard people in the stands clap before.
Yeah.
And they're wound up about
Yeah, they're
Clifton Bell
wound up.
getting 4.
Clifton Bell 4 in a row. He's kind of got a fan club down here. Turn to the 5th race. And he's got a drive in there for Chris Beaver. I suppose he's got a shot. But he's 4 in a row. Clifton Bell with Coco Cruz. For Bill Webb, a homebred. Bill Webb defines D&K Stable, Hicksville, Ohio, the 2-year-old Bay Gelding, but well set. The Yankee Cruiser mare, cruising and surfing. First career win, lifetime mark, 201 and 1, back half in a minute and a fifth. 28 seconds, 101 and 1, 130 and 3/5. Clifton Bell, grand slam, 4 in a row. King on Campus, Pierce Henry finished second. Humpty Dumpty home third. Fourth was a 5, Fear and Fridays. Fifth to 3, Paradise Breeze.
On the track into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Defiance and Hicksville comes number 4, Coco Cruz, owned by Bill Webb and the D&K Stables LLC, trained by Bill Webb, and driven to victory this evening by Clifton Bell. And Clifton certainly knows where the winner's circle is tonight.
Woohoo! Pay those fines off, buddy. Drivers a little.
So a big hand here for Bruce Forker, Rick Miller, Kevin Apple, and his daughter Marissa and grandchildren, Clifton Bell, and Coco Cruz, and the Musser Enterprises Incorporated of Curtis, the donors of the blanket.
2, 3, 5.
Number 1, King on Campus was second. Number 2, Humpty Dumpty was third. Number 3, Paradise Breeze was fifth. Number 4, Coco Cruz was the winner. Number 5, Fear and Fridays was fourth. Time of the first quarter was 28 seconds. The half was in 1:01 and 1/5. The 3 quarters was in 1:30 and 3/5, with a mile in 2:01 and 2/5. From the top, it should read 2, 3, 5, 1, 4 on the bottom, the mile in 2:01 and 2/5. First lifetime win for Coco Cruz.
On to the 5th, 2-year-old Colt Trotters. $7,305, second division. Field of 5. We'll be back to take a look at these 5 2-year-old Colt Trotters right after this.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Back at Oak Parker, on to race 5 as we close things out here tonight. Day 2 of the 2-day meet. Also racing, Lebanon Raceway. They started at 3. They'll probably be racing yet about 9 o'clock. I believe Hilliard's just wrapped up. Am I correct on that, Roy? Roy Justice here. He was at Hilliard's this afternoon. They just wrapped up their card. Hank Levan? Okay. Hank Levan won the last race there. Tomorrow at Carroll County Fair in Carrollton, Ohio, a noon post and a 5 o'clock post. It's a doubleheader tomorrow. I believe there's 9 on the early card and 12 on the nightcap. Then it takes us into Wednesday. Washington Courthouse, 14 races. Fayette County Tourism Night, along with the Fair Board sponsoring that event. It'll be a big event. All kind of great giveaways there. 5 o'clock post with 14 races. Nice fields of horses and wiener dog races. The place will be packed. They go back Saturday at 11 a.m. It's a Wednesday at 5, Saturday at 11 a.m. for Washington Courthouse. Bucyrus, the Crawford County Fair, goes tomorrow evening. An early post now at 5 o'clock tomorrow with 15 races. If you look in the Huff Guide or any other information, they'll show the post time at 6. But that post time tomorrow at Bucyrus is moved up to 5 with 15 races. 2-year-old filly trotters, Buckeye Stallion Series, go postward there at Bucyrus. And then they close their meet out on Thursday. It's hometown at Colt Stake at Bucyrus with a 6 o'clock post time. Right now here at Oak Harbor, it's been the Clifton Bell Show, as he has won the first 4 races on the card. Got a very good shot of winning this 5th race. Mr. Passport from last year, defending his title, is here in attendance tonight. Will you be at Tiffin this weekend? Because that's close. That's your stomping ground, right?
That's my county.
Sure, okay.
I live in Attica, so I'll be in Attica.
Okay.
2 out, that leaves 3 to go.
Tomorrow I'll be at Carrollton.
You're going to Carrollton. How far a drive is that for you?
It's about 120. It's not too bad.
Okay.
Not bad at all. Kind of south of Canton, southeast of Canton.
Okay.
They have a double header. No bad. Nice little fair. I was there last year. Nice little fair.
We get set for a post parade. A look across the way. I believe we're close to being out. See 4.
You're not kidding. Clifton does have a chance in here, doesn't he?
He does have a
just looking
chance.
at
That
the
could make it
program now.
5 in a row.
Dropping out of the Buckeye Stallion Series, and you never know why they race them, but it seems like they had higher aspirations for this one than the fair circuit. We'll see how it goes.
Raced in some kind of series at the Meadows. Trotted some miles in 59-1 and 2:01, 2 minutes.
Certainly got the hot hand.
Well,
I don't think I've been
he's-
against him
He
right
stays
now.
trotting, so that's at a fair. That's big.
Yep.
That is big.
I did, when I was talking to Greg Bates a little earlier, I asked him about the track out here, and he said it was actually really good. Because, I mean, they have had trouble in the past. There's
Yep.
a lot of rocks out here. There's not
Yeah.
anyone that trains here year-round.
Yeah.
So he said this year, it seems like they really put some work into it and got this thing dialed in.
It, from fan looking at it, from the grandstand, looks very, very nice.
Yeah.
Score 7 wide. It's really weird. You don't, a county fair, you 6, and then a few fairs. I think Bucyrus might score 8 wide. Do they score 8 wide?
I think they do. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure
I
they do.
think
I
they
know
do.
it's wide enough. I don't know if they.
Lima does. Lima's definitely wide.
Yeah,
enough.
oh yeah.
Now, you don't get to Lima on a regular basis.
No, I can't
do
remember
you?
what else is.
Hicksville.
Okay, yep. I'm the only one that's anywhere near Hicksville, and I'm not very close to it. Yeah. It's a lot farther for everyone
But you're
else.
closer than anybody.
Yeah.
Did you get to Walp? Are you at Bowling Green when Walpock's on, right?
No, this year I do get to go to Walpock. I really like that fair.
Okay, I
yeah.
thought you maybe been there in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what was going on last year. I didn't get to go, but I'll be down there this year.
Our separating postword for race 5. This is the second division of 2-year-old colt trot. Going for a purse of $7,305. This is the Ottawa County Soil and Water Trophy Race. Number 1 is Me Eclipse, owned by Ryan Stahl and Sue Robbins of Republic, Ohio. Watson Harness Racing of Tiffin, Ohio. Kendall Stuckey, also of Tiffin, Ohio. Trained and driven by Ryan Stahl. Number 2 is Passing By, owned by Rick Estel of Oakwood. Trained and driven by Chad Williamson. Number 3 is Dublin's Elliott, owned, trained and driven by John Payne of Toledo. Number 4 is Going Steady, owned by Chris Beaver of Radnor, Ohio, Jim Burnett of Wilmington, Ohio, Tim Holman of Naples, Florida, trained by Chris Beaver, the driver Clifton Bell. And number 5 is Ouagadougou, owned by David Justice of Marysville, Ohio, trained by Roy Justice, the driver David Justice. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
5th race, 2-year-old colt trotters. Number 1, Me Eclipse. Ryan Stahl trains and drives, owns a partnership with Watson Harness and Kay Stuckey and S. Robbins, all of Republic, Ohio. 2-year-old Bay Colt by Uncle Peter, a $5,000 Ohio Select purchase. Timed in 2:07 last time out, made a break leaving the gate at Scioto Downs in a qualifier. Number 2 is Passing By. Chad Williamson's trains and drives for Claude Estel of Oakwood, Ohio. 2-year-old Bay-Goated son of Terrio De Julio. $12,000 Ohio Select purchase. Winner once in 4 starts. $4,393. 214 and 2 at Bellefontaine last time out. John Payne trains, drives, and owns number 3, Dublin's Elliott. $8,000 Buckeye Classic purchase. 2-year-old Bay Gilliam of Allstead out of the majestic Sunmare, Keystone Isabella. $1,915 in 3 starts as a second and a third. Clifton Bell trying to make it 5 in a row. Drives the 4, Going Steady. 2-year-old Bay Colt gelding by Volstead out of the Triumph Caviar mare, Ozama. Chris Beaver, Jim Burnett, and Tim Holman, Naples, Florida. This is a homebred. Sandra Burnett, 2 starts on the year, $500 yet to hit the board. Finished second at Scioto Downs in a qualifier, trotted in 2:01 and 4. 2 back on the 2nd of July at the Meadows. In a non-winners, finished 5th, trotted in 1:59 and 1. David Justice drives number 5, Ouagadougou. He also owns, Roy Justice trains. 2-year-old Bay Gilding by Centurium ATM out of the Gugo Gaga mare. Jakarta Party Girl, 4 starts as a third, $1,401. That third place finish was 2 back at Marion on the 29th of June. Trotted in 2:13, the 5, Ouagadougou and David Justice. Field of 5, making her way to the gate. You can see across the way. You can see a jet ski in the background. You got him on camera, Matt, right in front of the gate, going right there, a jet ski. They're pulling up to watch the races, I believe.
Looks like.
The Mike Wepkenberg starting gate is in motion. John Ingram, our official starter this week here at the Ottawa County Fair. Let's send it over to Bill Peters for the call, the 2-year-old colt trot.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away on the outside is Going Steady. At the rail second is Me Eclipse. Up on the outside third is Passing By. Racing fourth is Dublin's Elliott, and the last horse is Ouagadougou. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that quarter-mile mark, Clifton Bell has Going Steady on top by 2.5 lengths. Trotting in there second. Driven by Chad Williamson. Fourth is Dublin's Elliott, driven by John Payne, and the last horse, Ouagadougou, driven by David Justice. Past that quarter-mile mark, that's still Going Steady with the lead. 31. First quarter trotted in 31 seconds. That's Going Steady by 2.5 lengths over Me Eclipse. Passing by, still trotting in their third. Fourth is Dublin's Elliott, and the last horse, Ouagadougou. No change as they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time. They're in straight alignment. That's going steady by about 2 lengths over Me Eclipse. Closing in third is Passing By. Dublin's Elliott is in their fourth with Ouagadougou trailing. Past that half-mile mark. That's still going steady by 2 lengths over Me Eclipse.
5 and 2.
First half and quarter-mile mark. That's going steady with the lead. Closing in a wee bit second now is Me Eclipse. Third is Passing By, followed by Dublin's Elliott and Ouagadougou. At 3/4-mile mark. Going steady, still showing on top. Me Eclipse right there second, Passing By third.
35 and 2.
3/4 and 135 and 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Going steady, still showing on top. A length and a half back second, Me Eclipse. Passing By, racing in their third. Moving up on the outside fourth is Ouagadougou, but Ouagadougou goes off stride. As they turn for home, here Ryan Stahl makes his move with Me Eclipse. But Me Eclipse goes off stride. That's going steady and Passing By. It's going to be going steady, wire to wire, and here they all come. Passing By off stride second, up for third, Dublin's Elliott.
208 and 1.
A mile and 2:08 and 1/5.
1 for the thumb.
1 for the thumb. Clifton Bell, 5 in a row, going steady. Gate to wire. 31 seconds, 5 and 2, 135 and 2, Omen 208 and 1. Had his work cut out for him. I thought maybe
Ryan Stahl
was going to get him. He looked
Yeah.
very dangerous getting that 2-hole trip and came at him and collared him, heads apart, and then he made that break, Me Eclipse, and it was all going steady to give Clifton Bell his 5th in a row. Doesn't happen too often. 2-year-old Bay Gelding of Allstead. The Caviar Mare. Zama. Lifetime mark, 208 and 1/5. Homebred, Chris Beaver, Braden, Ohio, Jim Burnett, Wilmington, and Tim Home with a Naples, Florida own. Going steady. Clifton Bell makes it 5 in a row. Talking about the driver, Clifton Bell. I believe that's the 3rd training win in the evening for Chris Beaver.
Circle around where the winners go. Coming in from Radnor and Wilmington, Ohio, and Naples, Florida, comes number 4, Going Steady, owned by Chris Beaver, Jim Burnett, and Tim Holman. Trained by Chris Beaver and driven to victory by the man of the evening, Clifton Bell. Let's have a big hand here for Clifton Bell and Going Steady, the winner of race 5 into Ottawa County Soil and Water, the sponsors of the race.
We got 4, 7 3/4. John, you're good on it.
We did a complete rundown from announcer Bill Peters. Had a breaker a little before the wire, see what the judges decide to do. I don't believe it was lapped on. Could be a failure to lose ground, see what they're. It's just a judgment call, whatever they decide. Up next, 6th race for 3-year-old Colt Pacers. Field of 7 going postward in that 6th race.
Get ready to catch some T-shirts. They're going to be tossing some T-shirts into the stands here in just a second. Yeah, the official placings for race 5 from the top. Everyone, Me Eclipse was 4th. Number 2, Passing By was 2nd. Number 3, Dublin's Elliott was 3rd. Number 4, Going Steady was the winner. Number 5, Ouagadougou was 5th. Time of the first quarter was 31 seconds. The half was in 105 and 2/5. The 3/4 in 135 and 2/5, with a mile and 208 and 1/5. From the top, it should read 4, 2, 3, 1, 5 on the bottom, the mile in 2:08 and 1/5.
In the upcoming race 6, number 1, Deputy Jack. The driver will be Mark St. Louis Jr. Mark St. Louis Jr. driving number 1, Deputy Jack. Number 2, GPA. The driver will be Greg Mason. Greg Mason will drive number 2, GPA. Number 6, Big Chance. The driver will be Ryan Stahl. Ryan Stahl on number 6.
What size did you get? Isn't that what you want? Oh. I'm going to have to get one of them from Lisa. Those are nice. Big T-shirt toss here tonight. Did we just go on a break?
We're not there yet. You want to go on a break and take a break?
I was watching this
Me
T-shirt
too.
toss,
Me too.
and
that's all right. It's making the air.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun.
Yeah, very good looking shirt.
Yeah, they are.
Baby, that light blue Signature Series shirt. Sixth race, Bill Peters has called them to come to the track. We're going to take a break, and hopefully they'll be out when we get back. 3-year-old Colt Pacers up next.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out, Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Yeah, Val's got one and I don't. She'll let me wear it.
3-year-old Colt Pacers, sixth race, field of 7.
And on Monday, July 27th, also at 6 p.m., and on Monday night, they're also going to have, besides the harness racing, they're going to have wiener dog racing. There'll be wiener dog racing at the Seneca County Fair in Tiffin on this coming Monday, July 27th.
Bill Peters, you can hear in the background, Sunday and Monday race at Tiffin, Seneca County Fair. Post time at 6 each evening. We're on to the sixth race, 3-year-old Colt Pacers. At the end of the card, we got a nice Signature Series trot, the Gordon Whitty trot. Field of 7, Mac Morris, Hanover. $596,000 on his card lifetime. The 5, $352, a winner of $486,000 lifetime. The 4, Solar, $151,000 lifetime, so a lot of money. Earners in that Gordon Whitty trot as we await our post-parade for the sixth race. Tomorrow, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team takes up shop at the Carrollton County Fair in Carroll. Noon post, 5 post, doubleheader tomorrow. 9 on that early card. They close it out, I believe, with 12 on the nightcap at 5. Roger Houston will be there to give you the call. Kind of a nice evening, no sun, a nice breeze.
It might be a little cool out there jet skiing right now.
It would be. You know, it's on the more on the cooler side
Yeah.
than the warmer side here. It is,
Really?
and I think this whole week is going to be
down in the 50s at night,
yes,
mid to low
yes,
50s.
and a high of 77 one day. That's great weather.
Yeah.
And you say there's rain in this area up this
Yeah,
way?
tonight they're calling for maybe some kind of bad storms
Okay.
around 4 or 5 in the morning. So we should be clear tonight. Yeah, when I pulled in this afternoon, I come in kind of behind the barn area there, and there's a little pavilion back there with some picnic tables in it and stuff, and there was about 5 kids back there with fishing poles. So you can actually fish from right back where they're parking the trailers at. It's kind of nice.
Were they catching them today?
I couldn't tell. I'm always kind of in a hurry trying to get out of the way of the trucks and trailers so I can pull across the track and get over here. It looked like kind of a nice spot to be fishing. Joe Dharma fall down there getting the crowd worked up.
Yeah.
I got a calendar from Joe today. Joe
Yeah.
and Fran, every year
Yeah.
they give me one. It's invaluable. I use it every year.
Oh, yeah.
I plan out my whole summer in that
Yes.
thing.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
do the
just
same
easy to
thing.
Flip through and see
I
where I'm
do the
supposed to be
same
that
thing,
week.
yes.
It's really a nice gift, something that I can definitely use.
He's definitely early this year. Earlier, I think he gets earlier every year with the calendars, which I'm fine with that. A lot of times it's Wassy on you get it, and Wassy on Labor Day will be here before you know it. Probably 6 weeks at the most, at the very most, probably.
I did hear him talking earlier to some other folks. They've got horses with Pierce Henry and, of course, Levan's, and he said he was possibly talking to Robbie Brooks, maybe trying to get hooked up with him with a horse or two, because some of the fairs that they like to go to, like Napoleon and Wasion, Hank and Pierce or whoever, they would like, if they're going to go to the fair, they like to have a horse there racing. So that's how big of a fan he is.
Oh yeah, they love their fair racing.
Yeah,
and they support it. Post parades are, I've mentioned this earlier, very difficult tonight. I don't know why. I don't know what's changed since last night. Last night was about perfect.
Rating postword for race 6. That's the second division of the 3-year-old colt pace. Going for a purse of $7,257. This is the Lake Erie Tree Service of Curtis Trophy Race. Number 1 is Deputy Jack, owned by Roger Wilkin of Middle Point and Ben Thatcher of Van Wert, trained by Ben Thatcher, the driver, Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 2 is GPA, owned by Larry Farley of Sylvania, Ohio, trained and driven by Greg Bateson. Number 3 is Parading Fire, owned by Jonas Schmucker of Greenville, Indiana, trained and driven by Cameron Keena. Number 4 is Carmen's Oh So Famous, owned by Dennis Paver of Raymond, Ohio, and Joe Paver of Marysville, Ohio, trained by Joe Paver, the driver, Pierce Henry. Number 5 is Barcelona Legend, owned by Darren Dowler of Prospect, Ohio, Larry Bettler of Sunbury, Ohio, and Shelley Bettler of St. Augustine, Florida, trained and driven by Darren Dowler. Number 6 is Big Chance, owned by Charles Little of Sunbury, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Ryan Stahl. And number 7 is Trev Kells, owned by David and Patricia Jury of Bucyrus, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Clifton Bell. Horse.
3-year-old colt pacers, field of 7. Number 1, Deputy Jack, Mark St. Louis Jr. for Ben Thatcher. 3-year-old Big Got a Son of Fear the Dragon, has 7 starts this year, has 1 win. $13,000. Winner last time, 159 and 2 at Bell Fountain. Greg Bateson drives number 2, GPA for Larry Farley. Greg also trains 3-year-old Big Got a Son of Zuma Kalade. 22 career starts, has 5 wins, 6 seconds, 4 thirds. Yet to find a winner's circle this year. 28,000 lifetime, 27,000 of it last season. Took a mark as a 2-year-old at Piketon last year, 159 the 2, GPA. Number 3 is Parading Fire, Cameron Keena. Trains and drives for Jonas Schumacher of Greenville, Indiana. 3-year-old Bay got a son to catch the fire out of the Royal Majesty mare. Gracie's Paradise. 13 starts, has 2 seconds and 3/3 lifetime, $3,773. Qualifying market Souda Downs at $158. Pierce Henry IV, Carmen's Oh So Famous for Joe Paver. Dennis Paver and Joseph Paver of Marysville and Raymond, Ohio owned. 3-year-old Big Gut of a Western fame out of the Mr. Eagles mare. Oh So Eagles Spatial. The winner 8 times in 27 starts, 5 seconds, 4/3. $45,000, 153 and 4 at Dayton last year. 5, Barcelona legend Darren Daller. 3-year-old Big Gut of a bit of a legend. 6 wins in 22 career starts, 48,000, 155 and 3 last year at Northfield Park. Ryan Stahl the 6, Big Chance. 3-year-old Big Gut is son of Big Babbitt Ray. 3 career starts, is yet to hit the board, and rounding out the field, the 7, Trav Kels. Clifton Bell for Robert Brooks. Clifton Bell trying to get 6 in a row. 19 starts for Trav Kels, is yet to find a winner. Circle $9,526. Here they come. Let's go to Bill Peters for the call.
They're off and pacing. The first horse away is Parading Fire, but now taking over along the rail is Deputy Jack. Up on the outside third comes Barcelona Legend. And they're fourth along the rail, that's GBA. On the outside fifth, racing around that turn is Carmen's Oh So Famous. A little farther back sixth is Big Chance, and the last horse is Trav Kels. As they move down the backside over toward that quarter-mile mark. Out there on the front end, that's Mark St. Louis with Deputy Jack. Up on the outside second comes Carmen's Oh So Famous, driven by, Barcelona Legend, driven by Darren Dowler. 6 and 2. First quarter pace in 26 and 2/5 seconds, and Barcelona Legend takes over. Deputy Jack back to second. Racing up on the outside third, that's Parading Fire. At the rail fourth is GPA. Right there fifth is Carmen's Oh So Famous. 6 is Big Chance, the last horse, Trav Kels. Coming down to the half-mile mark, now Deputy Jack takes over. Dropping back second is Barcelona Legend. Parading Fire on the outside third, with GPA at the rail fourth and Carmen's Oh So Famous right there fifth. 57 and 1. First half pace in 57 and 1/5 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Deputy Jack. The closest horse second along the rail is Barcelona Legend. Racing at the rail third is GPA. Up on the outside fourth is Carmen's Oh So Famous. Slipping through at the rail fifth now is Big Chance. Back to sixth, Parading Fire. The last horse, Trav Kels. Past that 3/4 mile mark. That's Deputy Jack with the lead, but Barcelona Legend still on the outside second, and 3 wide is Carmen's Oh So Famous. 127. 3/4 in 127. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. Along the rail is Deputy Jack on the outside second. Barcelona Legend there only heads apart as they turn for home. Deputy Jack at the rail. Barcelona Legend on the outside, and Carmen's Oh So Famous third as they race for home. That's Barcelona Legend and Deputy Jack. It's going to be Barcelona Legend, and here they all come. Deputy Jack up for place. Carmen's Oh So Famous for show. 57 and 2. A mile and 157 and 2/5.
157 and 2. In the final strides, Barcelona Legend Darren Daller. The 3-year-old Bay Good son, a bit of a legend. Out of the Western Hanover mare, Barcelona Hanover. Bred by Midland Lakers, $7,000 Ohio Select purchase 2 years ago. Second win of the season, 7th career. Earnings now $51,000 lifetime. For the winner, Barcelona Legend. $26 and 2, 57 and 1, 127. Home and 157 and 2. Darren Daller. And officially second, I had the 1, Deputy Jack. Third to 4, Carmen's Oh So Famous. 7-1, nice payoff there.
Yeah, that's what I was just kind of looking at in the program there to see how he went off at 7-1. He's been a pretty nice fair horse.
In Sunbury, Ohio, and St. Augustine, Florida, comes number 5, Barcelona Legend.
quarters. 3 1/2. 6 1/2. 10 1/4. 10 1/2. And then 36.
And here for Barcelona legend, the Dowlers at Larry Bettler. And to Lake Erie Tree Service of Curtis, the sponsors of the blanket. You got it taken care of?
Exacta, $86.80. Try $15.20. Why bet the try when you can get the exact?
You never know.
You never know at a fair.
Deputy Jack was second. Number 2, GPA was fourth. Number 3, Parading Fire was seventh. Number 4, Carmen's Famous was third. Number 5, Barcelona Legend was a winner. Number 6, Big Chance was sixth. And number 7, Trev Kels was fifth. Time of the first quarter was 26 2/5. The half was in 57 1/5. The 3 quarters in 127, with a mile in 157 2/5. From the top it should read 247 316. 5 on the bottom, the mile in 157 2/5.
On to the 7th, 3-year-old Colt Trotters for $6,955. Ooh, Hannah Long God Tom, Fast Break, Would You Rather, and Trottin' Marseille. We'll go to the post. We'll be back to take a look at these trotters right after this.
Hickory Lane Farm is proud to have bred or produced 3 Dan Patch champions over the last 3 years. Located in Findlay, Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm bred and sold world champion It's Academic. We also co-bred and sold sophomore Breeders' Crown winner Yo Tilly. Our stallion in range set new sales records at the 2025 jug sale and is the sire of Set Your Sights High, who was last season's Dan Patch 2-year-old trotting filly. Find your next champion at the Hickory Lane Farm consignment.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
We are back at Oak Harbor. 3-year-old Colt Trotter, 7th race, other action tonight. This finished up at Hilliard about 20 minutes ago with their doubleheader. They're racing now at Lebanon, 24 races. They started at 3. Looking at some of the results, Doc Holliday's got 3 or 4 wins. Jeff Neisanger has 1. Carson Conrad has a couple. That's at Lebanon. Tomorrow, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association broadcast team go to Carrollton, the Carroll County Fair. It's a doubleheader there, noon and 5. I'm sure that's home talent Colt stake action there. A 9 on the early card and 12 on the nightcap. Wednesday, Washington Courthouse, 5 o'clock start with 14 races. That's Ohio Colt Racing Association. Big day there, a lot of giveaways and wiener dog races. Fayette County Tourism Group sponsoring a giveaway after every race. I know there's some televisions. There's a lot of nice giveaways. Gas grill, I don't know at all, but it'd be a big day there, followed by the Wiener Dog races. That place would be packed. Also racing, your Huff Guide's going to tell you 6 o'clock, but they start at 5 tomorrow at Bucyrus, the Crawford County Fair. That's home talent colt stake action, but they feature the 2-year-old filly trotters tomorrow, Buckeye Stallion Series, all for $20,000. And I know there's 4 or 5 divisions for sure when I glanced at the entries on the United States Trotting Association webpage, but they are starting at 5 with 15 races. They come back Thursday there at Bucyrus, and they race at their regular post time at 6. I believe there's 14 maybe for Thursday. Washington Courthouse, as we mentioned, Wednesday at 5 with 14 races. They close their meet out. They don't go back till Saturday at 11 a.m. So we're getting set for a post parade. You're going to get a couple days off of being on the road, but you got work to do when you do get home tomorrow. Like, you make all the grass out. Now, do you send them then to?
Yep.
Like,
we have a email that we share, and everybody has a login to it. And after I type them up, like wherever Chris goes, as soon as he gets connected to the internet, he can just download them and pop them into the computer, and there's the graphics for the day. So just have to. We do have a way of kind of importing them and making it easier, but I don't think it looks quite as good, so I still like to do it the old-fashioned way.
So there's a lot behind the scenes that go into this.
Oh, yeah. Yep, sure.
Our separating post word for race 7. This is the second division of the 3-year-old colt trot. Going for a purse of $6,955. This is the Rich Peterson Farms Trophy Race. Number 1 is Trottin' Marseille, owned and trained by Bill Webb at Defiance, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 2 is Would You Rather, owned by Ryan Stahl of Republic, Watson Harness Racing, and Kendall Stuckey of Tiffin, and Billy Hart of Carmel, Maine, trained and driven by Ryan Stahl. Number 3 is Fast Break, owned, trained and driven by Bob Rowland of Jackson, Michigan. Number 4 is Long Gone Tom, owned by Z Stables LLC of Jasper, Michigan, trained and driven by Greg Bateson. And number 5 is OHHA, owned by Nathan Miller of Sugar Creek, Ohio, trained by Hank Levan, the driver David Justice. Horses will take 1 score and go to the gate.
Keep your windows closing in 4 minutes. Your testimonials plan to warm up after race 7. Have your horse ready to go on the track when the horse of this race is going.
3-year-old colt trotters, field of 5. Number 1, Trottin' Marseille off the rail. Clifton Bell looking for a 6th driving win of the evening. Bill Webb trains and owns. This is a homebred. 3-year-old bay colt by Marseille. A winner once in 18 starts. 2 seconds, 3/3, 17,000. Took a mark as a 2-year-old at Luke Harbor. Right here, 203 and 1, the 1, Trottin' Marseille. Number 2, Would You Rather? Ryan Stahl trains and drives, owns a partnership with Watson Harness, KJ Stuckey, and W. Hart. $35,000. Ohio Select purchase. 3-year-old bay got the son of In Range out of the Archangel mare. Briarwood at Bell. 14 career starts, has a win 2 seconds, a third, $15,607. Won 58 and 4 at Northfield Park last time out. Number 3 is Fast Break. Bob Rollin owns, trains and drives. 3-year-old bay gonna belong Tom out of the Joy Levesque mare, Almond Joy. 6 career starts, has 2/3, $3,274. Last time out at Marion finished 7th, trotted in 2:08 and 2. Greg Bateson trains and drives the 4, Long Gone Tom for Z Stables of Jasper, Michigan. 3-year-old bay gunner belong Tom out of the Blue Chip mare, Ivanhoe. 1 for 1 this year, trying to make it 2 for 2. Winner in a maiden pace in Michigan, 2:11 the 4, Long Gone Tom. Number 5 is OHHA B. David Justice for Hank Levan and Nathan Miller, Sugar Creek, Ohio. 3-year-old bay gunner by Enterprise out of the RC Royalty mare, Xana Royal. 9 career starts, has 3 seconds and a third. $8,746. Qualified market Vernon Downs is 2-year-old, 159 and 4. Last week at Bell Fountain, Hank Levan drove, finished second, beaten 3/4 length, 202 and 4. OHHA and David Justice from post 5. Gates in motion. Mike Wepkenberg, official starter. Mike and Becky Wepkenberg, sponsors of the Passport this year. Big thank you to Mike and Becky Wepkenberg.
Little intrigued with this 4-horse coming in from Michigan.
Yes.
I remember talking to Dave Brower at Jay Wolf's house about how Sam McKee used to be able to pick horses down at Delaware out of the Michigan fairs, like off a 211 mile. You know, that's a great mile at Midland or where Hastings or something, you know. And Sam would know that kind of stuff. He's a nice-looking trotter, this 4-horse.
Here they come. They're off and trotting. The first horse away at the rail is Trottin' Marseille. Outside third is Owaniba. And their fourth is Fast Break, and the last horse is Long Gone Tom. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that quarter-mile mark, Ryan Stahl has Would You Rather on top. And their second along the rail is Trottin' Marseille, driven by Clifton Bell. Third is Owaniba, driven by David Justice. Fourth is Fast Break, driven by Bob Rowland. The last horse is Long Gone Tom, driven by Greg Bateson. Past that quarter-mile mark, that's Would You Rather by 3 lengths. What was it?
29.
First quarter was trotted in 29 seconds. That's Would You Rather with the lead. Owaniba is now trotted up second. Trottin' Marseille is in their third. Moving up on the outside fourth, now is Long Gone Tom, and the last horse is Fast Break. As they race down toward the half-mile mark, that's Would You Rather by a length and a half over Owaniba. A little farther back third is Trottin' Marseille. Fourth is Long Gone Tom, the last horse Fast Break. Past that half-mile mark, that's Would You Rather by a length and a half over Owaniba. First started at 1. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch Would You Rather. The closest horse second at the rail is Owaniba. Racing third, Trottin' Marseille, then comes Long Gone Tom and Fast Break. Approaching the 3/4 mile mark. That's Would You Rather now opening up about 3.5 lengths on Owaniba. Still racing in their third, that's Trottin' Marseille.
29 and 2.
3/4 trotted in 129 and 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's Would You Rather now by about 5 lengths over Owaniba. Trottin' Marseille trying to hold on for show position. Moving up fourth is Long Gone Tom. As they race toward home, that's Would You Rather at Owaniba. Would You Rather at Owaniba. It's going to be Would You Rather, and here they all come. Up for place is Owaniba. Up for show, Trottin' Marseille.
2 minutes and 3/5.
A mile in 2 minutes and 3/5.
2 minutes, 3/5. Very nice mile for 3-year-old colt trotters. 29, 101, 129, and 2. Would You Rather? Ryan Stahl, the 3-year-old bay, going to be in range out of the Archangel mare, Briarwood Bell. $35,000 Ohio Select purchase. Bred by Globe Breeding Farms, Incorporated of Ohio. Ryan Stahl, Republic, and Watson Harness, Tiffin. KJ Stuckey and W. Hart own. Second win of the season, second career. 2 minutes, 3/5, coming off a win of 158 and 4 at Northfield Park in a non-winners of 2.
Our grandstand event sponsors on Tuesday night, Monster Trucks is sponsored by Schrader Tire and Oil. Diamond J Rodeo on Wednesday is sponsored by Geo Grotto Company, and the rodeo gates are sponsored by Jennifer Banky Realtor and Civista Bank. Autocross on Thursday is sponsored by Hunter Enterprises, Elite Excavation, and Curtis Auto Parts. The Twisted Metal Double Derby on Friday night. The classes are sponsored by
1 to 2. I think everybody here in the stands like the 2. Would You Rather?
That was an impressive looking mile. I mean,
yes,
looked like
it
there
was.
Plenty
yes.
left too. Monster back half.
Rocket Farms Incorporated and Golden Harvest Seeds. Our Veterans Day sponsors. Our
And now right down the track into the winner's circle.
Runners go. Coming in from Republic and Tiffin, Ohio, and Carmel, Maine, comes number 2, Would You Rather, owned by Ryan Stahl, Watson Harness Racing, Kendall Stuckey, and Billy Hart, trained to a victory by Ryan Stahl. Hand here for Matt Watson, Kendall Stuckey, Ryan Stahl, and Would You Rather, and the Rich Peterson Farms, the sponsor of the race.
Oak Harbor Lions Club, Mills Automotive, Ottawa Soil and Water, Westinghausen Florist, B&B Automotive, Warner Mechanical, Jennifer Banky Realtor.
For race 7 from the top. Number 1, Trotton Marseille was 3rd. Number 2, Would You Rather was the winner. Number 3, Fast Break was 5th. Number 4, Long Gone Tom was 4th. And number 5, OHHA was 2nd. Time of the first quarter was 29 seconds. The half was in 1:01. The 3/4 in 1:29 and 2/5, with a mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. From the top, it should read 3:15.42 on the bottom. The mile in 2 minutes and 3/5.
8th race up next, 2-year-old Colt Pacers, field of 5 for $7,575. And on the back side of this break, we'll be back to take a look at all 5 of these Pacers.
Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races, over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and Pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Back at Oak Harbor, 3 to go, on to the 8th. Two-year-old Colt Pacers, final division. Field of 5, 9th race. The Gordon Whitty Trot, Signature Series Trot. 10th race will be a condition pace. We'll close it out at the 10th with a field of 8. Rolling right along here. A nice evening at Oak Harbor if you're just joining us. If you're switching back and forth between Lebanon, Hilliard. Hilliard finished, probably 45 minutes ago. Lebanon Raceway started at 3 today at the Warren County Fair at the Lebanon Fairgrounds. I believe 24 races today, so I don't know what race they would be on. It is, I think they'd been running right at 4 an hour, so probably about the 15th now behind the gate, most probably the way it looked. The pace they were running, 4 an hour, is pretty tough to do. But 8th race here, 2-year-old Colt Pacers, we have a field of 5 as we await the post parade. As we mentioned earlier in the program, a total of 500 harness horses put their nose on the gate today. 500 standardbreds. That is unreal, the state of Ohio. Where do we get the 500? This is just a real close estimate. I'm off probably 10, 15 either way. But Scioto Downs had qualifiers today. I think they roughly had 50 head. Northfield Park is racing as we speak, 15 races, roughly on an average of 8 in the race. Here at Oak Harbor, we had 60 head going postward here. They had 160 head at Lebanon, and they had a double header, a double card. I think there was 90 head raced today, and both cards at Hilliard. 500 horses race today in the state of Ohio. That is unreal. Here, Bill Peters in the background. He's our announcer. 3 out, need 2 more. Bill, in his 67th year of calling county fair races, not only does he call the races, he'll clerk. He is a coordinator for the Ohio Fair Managers, not Fair Managers, Ohio Fair Racing Conference, one of the handles of racing probably in the northern part of the state for the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Official starter for the week just went past us. Mike Wefkenberg starting gate. John Ingram doing the starting tonight. Big thank you to Mike and Becky Wefkenberg for sponsoring the passports this year. Now, you see there's a lot of things lined up there on the back side right now. They must, am I correct? I remember one year you were kind of aggravated. You had to go get your car, remember, and you was trying to tear down, and they was already working here. What? They must have something after us tonight, or?
It's not tonight. I guess monster trucks tomorrow.
But they come in right now.
Yeah, there's
and
quite
they're
a bit of
ready
setup.
right now.
Yeah.
You can see on the backside, they're getting ready right now as we speak.
The judges stand here in the middle. He said they'll have that thing hooked up and pulled out of here within minutes after they're clear out of there.
Yeah, that's been 4 or 5 years ago. I remember you went to get your car. They had this already tore up.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're lined up back there now on the backside. I just now noticed that stuff sitting on the backside. Probably been there all night. It now just caught my eye. Be nice right here midway around the far turn. If the horse trailers wasn't there, we'd probably have a real good view of the water, right?
Yep.
Some year it's not going to happen tonight after the race, but if I come back next year, I'm going to have to walk down that way behind the barn. It's probably a pretty good view.
Yep. Real nice barn area too for only having it once a year. Plenty of stalls for people to ship into.
This is the second division of the 2-year-old colt pace. Going for a purse of $7,575. This is the McLaughlin Trucking Trophy Race. For one is Yankee Doodle Mo, owned by Kenneth Trimble Jr. of Houston, Texas, trained and driven by Derek Flowers. Number 2 is Teeter Crush, owned by Mike Sweeney of Delaware, Ohio, Thomas Eastman of West Mansfield, Ohio, and Marion Beachy of Sugar Creek, Ohio, trained by Mike Sweeney, the driver, Curtis Harper. Number 3 is Believe in Mickey, owned by Jerry Migel of Westland, Michigan, trained by Steve Novak, the driver, Mark St. Louis Jr. Number 4 is Rockin' Fearless, owned by Suzanne Bates of Gibsonburg, Ohio, trained by Ty Bates, the driver, Pierce Henry. At number 5 is Cactus Chad, owned by Ryan and Nicole Stahl of Republic, trained and driven by Ryan Stahl. Horses will take one score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in 4 minutes.
To the 5, 2-year-old colt Pacers. Scoring down, be heading to the gate. Number 1, Yankee Doodle Mo. Derek Flowers trains and drives for Kenneth Trimble of Houston, Texas. This is 2-year-old Bay go to send a Yankee Cruiser of the Western Ideal mare. Morgoose New Raw. 2 starts as you have to hit the board. This is a $3,500 yearling purchase. Curtis Harper drives number 2, Teeter Crush for Mike Sweeney. 2-year-old Bay Gelding by Western Vintage out of the Art Major mare, Candy Floss. Pat Sweeney, Delaware. Tom Eastman, West Mansfield. Marion Beachy, Sugar Creek, Ohio owned. 3 starts, 3/3, $1,332. Finished 3rd last time out, paced in 3 and 4 at Bellefontaine. Mark St. Louis Jr. drives number 3, Believe in Mickey for Jerry Migel and trainer Steve Novak. 2-year-old Bay Colt by Monte Mickey out of the Believe in Bruiser mare. Believe in Wacko. This is a homebred Jerry Migel. 1 start has won 3rd. 3rd place finish 2 back at Paulding on the 9th of June, 2:04 and 3. Last time out was a qualifier at Souda Downs, paced in 2 minutes. Pierce Henry the 4, Rockin' Fearless. Ty Bates drives. 2-year-old Bagel son of Fear the Dragon, a $4,500 yearling purchase out of the Rockin' Image mare, Image of Venus. Susan Bates, Gibsonburg owns, 4 career starts. 2 seconds. 2 wins, 2 wins, 2 thirds. 5,000, 202 and 4 at Bell Fountain. Number 5, Cactus Chad. Ryan Stahl owns and trains with Nicole Stahl. Teal Bay Colt of Western fame. This is a homebred first career start for the 5, Cactus Chad. Field of 5 on the banks of the Portage River or in behind the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate.
There they come. They're off and pacing the first horse away at the rail is Yankee Doodle Mo. On the outside, second is Teeter Crush. Up on the extreme outside now comes Rockin' Fearless. Rockin' Fearless now takes over. At the rail second is Yankee Doodle Mo. As a mark, Pierce Henry has Rockin' Fearless on the outside with the lead. Between horses second, that is Teeter Crush, driven by Curtis Harper. Racing in their third along the rail. Now second is Yankee Doodle Mo, driven by Derek Flowers. Racing in their fourth, that's Believe in Mickey, driven by Mark St. Louis Jr. The last horse, Cactus Chad, driven by Ryan Stahl.
28 and 2.
First quarter paced in 28 and 2/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that is still Rockin' Fearless by a length and a half over Yankee Doodle Mo. In their third is Teeter Crush. Believe in Mickey is fourth, the last horse, Cactus Chad. Horses are on straight alignment coming down to the half-mile mark. That's Pierce Henry and Rockin' Fearless bringing the horses down to the half. Sitting in the golden chair second is Derek Flowers with Yankee Doodle Mo.
101 and 2.
First half paced in 101 and 2/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. The one to catch is Rockin' Fearless. The closest horse second on the outside now is Believe in Mickey. At the rail third is Yankee Doodle Mo. Fourth is Teeter Crush, and the last horse is Cactus Chad. Going toward that 3/4 mile mark. That's still Rockin' Fearless with the lead, with Believe in Mickey on the outside second. Third along the rail, Yankee Doodle Mo. Moving up fourth is Teeter Crush.
31 and 2.
3/4 in 131 and 2/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's Rockin' Fearless with the lead. Yankee Doodle Mo was second. Teeter Crush now third on the outside. Less than an 1/8 mile to go. That's Rockin' Fearless with the lead. But here comes Yankee Doodle Mo up on the outside. As they race through the lane. That's Rockin' Fearless at the rail and Yankee Doodle Mo on the outside. Rockin' Fearless and Yankee Doodle Mo. It's going to be Rockin' Fearless, and here they all come. Yankee Doodle Mo up for place, tight for show there between Teeter Crush and Believe in Mickey.
Didn't get a final time. Fractions of 28 and 2, 101 and 2, 131 and 2. Rockin' Fearless, Pierce Henry holds off the late charging Yankee Doodle Mo and Derek Flowers to win it by 3 parts of a length. Tiro Bay Gillen, but Fear the Dragon out of the Rocket Image mare. Image of Venus, 3 for 5 this year. 204 1/5. Susan Bates, Gibsonburg, Ohio owns. Tyler Bates trains. Pierce Henry, the winning driver. Pierce had a winning drive last night. I believe that'll give him 2 for the meet here at Oak Harbor. Second was the one, Yankee Doodle Mo, very tight for that third and fourth place position between the 2, Teeter Crush, and the 3, Believe in Mickey.
And now moving down the track into the winner's circle, the winners go. Coming in from Gibsonburg, Ohio, comes number 4, Rockin' Fearless. Owned by Suzanne Bates, trained by Ty Bates, and driven to victory this evening by Pierce Henry. hand here for Ty Bates, Pierce Henry, and Rockin' Fearless. And the McLaughlin Trucking, the sponsors of the race.
Looks like the picture was just delivered up to the judge's booth.
Yeah, it could have been very tight. It was tight. See what they call. Looks as though Judge Paul Combs may have already called it. Looks like he might be calling two mutuals to give them the official. Wait, see what Bill Peters gives us. Two to go, ninth race coming up. Here's the Gordon Whitty trot, followed by a conditioned pace to close things out. Winner pays 280, 280, 220.
Rowan Yankee Doodle Mo was second. Number 2, Teeter Christ was third. Number 3, Believe It Mickey was fourth. Number 4, Rockin' Fearless was the winner. Number 5, Cactus Chad was fifth. Time of the first quarter was 28 2/5. The half was in 101 2/5. The 3 quarters in 131 2/5, with a mile in 204 1/5. From the top of the race, 4, 1, 5 on the bottom, the mile in 204 1/5.
On to the ninth. Signature Series trot for $2,650. Gordon Whitty trot. 7 on gate. We'll be back to take a look at these 7 trotters right after these messages.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Feel the thunder, experience the speed, witness the excitement of Ohio harness racing. Ohio is home to 4 pari-mutuel tracks with exciting action at Northfield Park, Scioto Downs, Miami Valley Gaming and Racing, and Dayton Raceway. Plus racing at 66 county and independent fairs statewide. From legendary events like the Little Brown Jug to the Dayton Racing Derby, Battle of Lake Erie, and Next Generation Stakes, Ohio is where champions race. The speed, the tradition, the excitement. Don't just watch it, be a part of it. Race Ohio, it's your best bet.
I did get a peek at a few of the comments. Tim Conkright is on there. He offered if I wanted to stop by on the way back through to Toledo. I wish I could, but I can't. Might have a cold beverage in the garage where he watches the races from.
Watching this evening?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Looks like they're on race 15 over at Lebanon. So 10 to go over there. 9. They had 24 or 25?
24.
Okay. All right.
160 head of horses. So they're running about 4 an hour, which is tough to do with the warm-ups and everything. Very tough to do. But I'm sure the horsemen want to get in and out of that. It's going to be a long day. Can you imagine if you had one in the first, one in the last?
No. One of them would get scratched, honestly. Tell the owner some kind of story.
Rick Gleason's probably the clerk there. You just can't look at that stuff. I know they would. If you as an owner, you would be aggravated.
Oh, yeah.
Or a trainer.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean there's no control.
There's how many trainers, and you just can't look at that stuff.
Happens at Cleveland all the time.
Oh, yeah.
In Scioto, it's just tough when you have to race on the same night. You'd like to race them all on the same night, but when they get spread out
and you'd like to be
that,
races 1 and 2 instead of 1 and 15.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
I've never actually been there for the fair. I assume they have all kinds of food stands and rides and all that kind of stuff there.
Yeah, years ago, back in the 70s and early 80s, That would be our family vacation. I would do Lebanon Fair. I'd have to take vacation from work to do it. We would race either Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon, or vice versa, something like that. And they had a brand new Best Western Hotel. They built right across from the track. It was just brand spanking new, a real nice pool. We would stay there and then go to Kings Island.
Oh, yeah.
That would be our
Nice,
vacation. Yeah. And, yeah, I did Lebanon Fair. I don't know for how many years.
This is going to sound stupid. Is Kings Island still open? Is that still around?
Yeah, it's still
Is it?
there.
Okay.
I've been there. We took the grandkids there about 3 or 4 years ago.
My days of roller coasters.
Yeah, I don't
long gone.
I don't like the roller. I always like the boats where you get wet when you get to cool off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lebanon. Back then they had the regular grandstand there for the race meet.
That's what I was wondering. So it would be like kind of just on the grounds where they had the races.
Yeah,
at?
that was the fairground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you been? You've probably been there in the past for the races.
For the races, yeah.
That was a fun place to go watch years ago.
Oh yeah,
races.
A lot of good drivers came out of.
Oh
race
yeah.
day.
Yes.
I know the track kitchen's still there. When we went over and did a freshman focus, we stopped and had a little bite to eat at the track kitchen.
The track and it's open.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember a picture where it was at.
Open to the public. You know, they're trying to get some folks in, just
No
kind of off
kidding.
the road. Yeah. Nice
I'll be
little
darned.
diner.
Didn't realize that.
Our starting post word for race 9. This is the Gordon Whitty Trot. This is for 4-year-olds and up, a part of the Signature Series, going for a purse of $2,650. The race is sponsored by Joe and Fran Darmafall, which will include a trophy and $200 to the winning driver. One is Nola Christian. She's a brown mare, 4 years old, by Stormin Norman, out of Field, LA, by Feel Like a Winner. Owned and trained by Tom Casey of De Leon Springs, Florida. Driven this evening by William Ray. Lifetime earnings over $43,000. A lifetime mark 156 3/5. Number 2 is Gone in a Flash. She's a bay mare, 4 years old, by Uncle Peter, out of Action on Levesque by Mr. Levesque. Owned by Tom Moore Jr. and Peyton Moore of Napoleon. Trained and driven by Tom Moore Jr. Lifetime earnings over $30,000. A lifetime mark 158 2/5. Number 3 is Hillbilly Bert. He's a brown gelding, 13 years old, by Bite the Taxman, out of Ebony Torch by Blowtorch. Owned and trained by Mary Beth Stanley of Battle Creek, Michigan. Driven this evening by Greg Bateson. Lifetime earnings over $55,000. A lifetime mark 158 4/5. Number 4 is Solar. He's a brown gelding, 9 years old, by Father Patrick, out of Jupiter by Donato Hanover. All by Sally Wadsworth of Sandusky, Michigan. Trained and driven by Jennifer Main. Lifetime earnings over $151,000. A lifetime mark 155. Number 5 is 352. He's a brown gelding, 9 years old, by Royalty for Life, out of Four Damsels by CR Excalibur. All by Jonas Smucker of Grable, Indiana. Trained and driven by Cameron Keena. Lifetime earnings over $486,000. A lifetime mark 152 3/5. Number 6 is Stony Ridgetop. He's a bay gelding, 7 years old, by Wishing Stone, out of Ruffles Have Ridges by Tom Ridge. Owned by John Kineski III of Pemberville and Patrick Kineski of Bowling Green. Trained and driven by John Kineski III. Lifetime earnings over $196,000. A lifetime mark 153 4/5. At number 7 is McMorris Hanover. He's a bay gelding, 10 years old, by Cantab Hall, out of My America Die by Donato Hanover. Owned and trained by Stacy Curry of Thorntonville, Ohio. Driven this evening by Mark St. Louis Jr. Lifetime earnings over $596,000. A lifetime mark 152 4/5. Those are your horses for the 2026 Gordon Whitty Trot.
Future windows closing in about 2 minutes. Hurry and don't be shut up. Against the bars to get your horses ready for race 10.
There you pretty much had the post-parade. Everything I could tell you about this field of 7 should be a good one. 7 on gate. $597,000 for the 7. McMorris, Hanover, and Mark St. Louis Jr. Stony Ridgetop, John Kineski III, $196,000. He's from post 6. From post 5, $352,000. Cameron Keena, $486,000. And from post 4, Solar, Jennifer Main, $151,000. Your top 4 money earners take post 4, 5, 6, and 7. They've completed their score. The Wepkenburg starting gate will move into position momentarily. The wind is calmed down. The flag's straight down now. I don't know what would the current temperature be. I can't get anything on my phone. Current temperature probably 75, 76.
That's what I would think. Yep, absolutely perfect.
It
After
is
some of the
perfect.
fairs we've been at so far this summer, this is
What is it? Still 80 degrees. Just as I say that, the sun comes through. It was nice and kind of cloudy. Why'd I say that, Matt?
Stony Ridgetop looks raring to go out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
John said
he's a good-looking horse.
when they went to ship over here yesterday, he kind of had his head out and banging up against the gate a little bit like he wanted to go.
He knew where
last
they.
night.
Oh yeah, they know. They know where they're going.
Pretty good betting board over there.
Yes. 9-5, the 5, 8-5 on the 7, McMorris Hanover. Stony Ridge Top, 5-1 on Stony Ridge Top. Mike Wepkenburg starting gate moves into position. A field of 7, walking to the gate for the Gordon Woody Trot. $2,650. Nola Christian, Gone in a Flash, Hillbilly Burt, Solar, $352, Stony Ridge Top, McMorris, Hanover. The gate is rolling and it is post time.
Hillbilly Burt, Solar, 352, Stony Ridge Top with McMorris Hanover on the outside. They're at the post. Starting gate is rolling now. They come. They're off in the Gordon Woody Trot. The first horse away in the middle of the racetrack is Solar. Up on the outside second is 352. Up on the outside third is Stony Ridgetop. Down at the rail fourth is Nola Christian. In their fifth is Gone in a Flash. On the outside sixth is McMorris Hanover. And the last horse is Hillbilly Burt. As they make the turn now to head down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark, Jennifer Main has Solar on top by 2.5 lengths. Trotting in there second is 352, driven by Cameron Keena. Moving up on the outside third is Tony Ridgetop, driven by John Koneski. At the rail fourth, Nola Christian, driven by William Ray.
26-4.
First quarter trotted in 26 4/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stands for the first time, that's Solar with the lead, but Poirier on the pressure on the outside second is Tony Ridgetop. At the rail third it is a 352. Moving along at the rail fourth is McMorris Hanover as Nola Christian went off stride. As they come down to the half-mile mark, that's Solar bringing the horses down to the half. On the outside second is Stony Ridgetop at the rail third. That's 352, and McMorris Hanover right there fourth.
58.
First half trotted in 58 seconds. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over to that 3/4 mile mark, they've got to catch Solar. The closest horse second along the rail is 352. On the outside third is Stony Ridgetop. McMorris Hanover fourth and looking for racing room. Gone into Flash is fifth, and moving up on the outside sixth is Hillbilly Burt. As they go to that 3/4 mile mark, that's still Solar with the lead. Still racing second is 352. Moving up on the outside third now comes McMorris Hanover. Gone into Flash is now fourth.
27-3.
3/4 in 127 3/5. As they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt, that's still Solar holding on. 352 on the outside second, and now McMorris Hanover has got room to move. That's Solar, and here comes McMorris Hanover on the outside. As they race toward home, that's Solar along the rail and McMorris Hanover on the outside. Solar and McMorris Hanover as they race through the lane. McMorris Hanover and Solar. It's going to be McMorris Hanover, and here they all come. Solar up for place, Gone in a Flash for show.
2 minutes and 2/5.
A mile in 2 minutes and 2/5.
2 minutes, 2/5. He tripped out. McMorris Hanover. Mark St. Louis Jr. got the trip. Set the 2-hole behind the leader. Solar and Jennifer Main the whole mile, 26 and 4. 58, 3/4, 127 and 3. Home in 2 minutes and 2/5. McMorris, the richest horse in the field, 596,791 coming in, gives him about 598 now. 43rd career win, 233 starts. 10-year-old Bay Gilding, McCann-Tab Hall, the Donato Hanover mare, American Buy. Stacy Curry, Thornville, Ohio owns. Stacy Curry trains, and Mark St. Louis Jr. is in the sulky. Second, the 4, Solar. Third, the 2, Gone in a Flash. Nice mile. Just John Koneski left with Stony Ridge Top. If he'd got it landed a seat there third, which I thought he was going to do, and the hole closed, he would have been got a nice part of it. But his first start back, he got a little tired.
Boy, it's a classy old guy here.
Yes.
10 years old. That start there took off a win of $7,000 last 5, so might make things a little easier on him when he does go back to the raceway. They might just keep him here, keep getting points for the final.
Down the track into the winner's circle, where the winners go. Coming in from Thornville, Ohio, comes number 7, McMorris Hanover, owned and trained by Stacy Curry and driven to victory this evening by Mark St. Louis Jr. Joe and Fran Darmafall are in the winner's circle for the trophy presentation, giving a trophy and also $200 to Mark St. Louis.
Got 1.5, 4.5.
For Braden and Brian Novak, Stacy Curry and Samuel, Mark St. Louis Jr., and McMorris Hanover, and also to Joe and Fran Darmafall, the sponsors of this race.
Look like another real nice trophy.
Yes, good-looking horse, McMorris
Oh,
Hanover,
boy, is he
10-year-old, 222 career starts, his 43rd career win with 42 seconds and 39 thirds. 598,000 in the bank for McMorris Hanover.
Mutuals, 742 official. 742 official.
$4 for 42.60. Try a consolation, $158. 7 with the 4 with all.
Number 1, Nola Christian was 7th. Number 2, Gone in a Flash was 3rd. Number 3, Hillbilly Burt was 5th. Number 4, Solar was 2nd. Number 5, 352 was 4th. Number 6, Stony Ridgetop was 6th. And number 7, McMorris Hanover was the winner. Time of the first quarter was 26 and 4/5. The half was in 58 seconds. The 3/4 in 127 and 3/5, with a mile in 2 minutes and 2/5. From the top, it should read 7:35.246. 1 on the bottom. The mile in 2 minutes and 2/5.
10th race up next. 2-year-old, 3-year-old pace, also eligible non-winners, 2,500 lifetime, also eligible maidens. Field of 8, and we'll be back to take a look at the 8 horses in this final race right after this.
Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The finale.
Yes, this is it, Matt. We'll be back together again Sunday evening, Sunday and Monday at Tiffin, the Seneca County Fair. Ohio Fair Racing Conference action. It's always a good fair.
Which one's that, sorry?
Tiffin.
Okay, yeah, it is. That is a lot of fun. Real fast track over there. I think all the Willers are stabled over there still, and they take real good care of that track in backstretch area there.
If I recall, we have our own little platform there.
Yeah, it's a nice place to shoot from, and pretty good food over there.
Yes.
You've been talking quite a bit about the Portage River. You have Grand Lake there in Salina?
Grand Lake,
Do you ever spend much time there on the water?
I'll get out usually once a year.
That is a beautiful lake out there.
Have you ever been on Indian Lake? I've never been on Indian Lake.
Nope. I know quite a few people that live right around that area and absolutely love it, but nope, I've never been out there.
We got people come from all over now, from out of state and everywhere. It's called the Boardwalk. It's along the West Bank Road there. One big Bruns family, Bruns Construction. They're putting up these they got palm trees, they got sand volleyball, they got 2 or 3 or 4 pools along the river there, or along the lake there. Colorful yellow, the wild, your Florida colors, these little condos that you can rent out. It is really gorgeous.
Really? So kind of like a campground
a little
type
resort,
thing? Okay,
a little resort right up on the. You'll have to drive through there. When you get there on Sunday or something this year at the fair. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, maybe I can talk Frank into let me spend the night in between cards there. Spend a night on Grand Lake. I don't see that happening. Maybe I'll take Rusty's spot. I don't know if he's.
Frank has a birthday tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Just saw that.
Turning like 45, 46 probably?
Yeah, 45, I think. 45 and holding.
Yeah.
10th race. Probably anybody's race here. A wide open race.
Our separating post road for race 10. This is your getaway race here for the 2026 Ottawa County Fair. This is for 2-year-olds and 3-year-old pacers. Also eligible non-winners at $2,500 lifetime. Also eligible maidens. This is the Kaiser Sound and Communication of Fremont Trophy Race. Number 1 is Smoothie Keeper, owned, trained and driven by Coda Noble of St. Charles, Michigan. Number 2 is TJ's Pilot, owned by Flacco Family Farms, LLC of Alexis, Illinois, and Roshan Trigg of Brandon, Mississippi, trained by Roshan Trigg, the driver, Clifton Bell. Number 3 is I've Crunched It, owned by Rebecca Buing Buckner of Apple Creek, Ohio, trained by Robbie Brooks, the driver, Pierce Henry. Number 4 is Long Overdue, owned by Mike Wolf of Temperance, Michigan, trained by Casey Wolf, the driver, Mike Wolf. Number 5 is Party Dancer, owned by Dan and Landon Coate of Covington, Ohio, trained by Roy Justice, the driver, David Justice. Number 6 is Cash on Fire, owned by Deer Lake Stables, LLC of Osseo, Michigan, trained by Thad Doty, the driver, Kim Pluta. Number 7 is Captain Trevor James, owned by the Flacco Family Farms, LLC of Alexis, Illinois, and Roshan Trigg of Brandon, Mississippi, trained and driven by Derek Flowers. And number 8 is Strumming My Life Away, owned by Dennis Paver of Raymond, Ohio, and Joe Paver of Marysville, Ohio, trained by Joe Paver, the driver, Curtis Harper. That's your final chance to win it, sir.
Field of 8, 7 on gate. We're going to have a trailer in this, and pretty much a maiden pace. Smoothie Keeper, Coda Noble the 1. 4 career starts, yet to hit the board. Racing Summit Northfield Park, pacing in 2:01, 2 minutes and 3/5. Back earlier in the year, 2 TJ's Pilot, Clifton Bell. 14 career starts, $2,424. Paced a couple miles on 57 and 4 at Oak Grove in Hoosier Park. 3, I've Crushed It. Pierce Henry for Robert Brooks. 4th career start, has a 3rd place finish. Number 4, Long Overdue. Mike Wolf for Casey Wolf. 2nd career start, finished 5th at Midland, Michigan. 5, Party Dancer, David Justice. Roy Justice trains. 1st career start for the Tiro Bay Philippa Dancing Yankee. Kim Pluto will drive number 6, Cash on Fire for Thad Doty. Deer Lake Stables. 3-year-old Brown go to the son of Catch the Fire. Has a 3rd place finish at Paulding, pacing an 8 and 4. Number 7 is Captain Trevor James. Derek Flowers. 3-year-old Bay Gildem at Captain Trevor. 2nd career start. 8, Stormin' My Life Away, Curtis Harper for Joe Paver. 3-year-old Bay Colt, but Western fame, Dennis Paver, Joseph Paverone. 3rd career start. 2 4th place finishes, those at Bell Fountain and Marion. We look across the way. Starting gate moving into position. Matt Clark for the 10th and final field of 8. Making her way to the gate, Mike Wolf. 74 years old. I know he drove here last year, if you recall.
Yep.
I don't know if he would drive anywhere else throughout the rest of the summer, but for many years was a leading driver at Raceway Park.
Yep. Always one of the top guys. Year in and year out. He drove some for us. We always felt real fortunate when we could get him.
So you go back a long way with Mike Wolf.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
On Fire with Captain Trevor James on the outside. In the first tier, 1 trailer, Strumming My Life Away. There they come. Here, off and facing. First horse away is TJ's Pilot. Now taking over is I've Crunched It. Moving up on the outside 3rd, that's Cash on Fire. On the rail 4th, that's Long Overdue. As they make the turn now, heading down the backside to race over toward that quarter-mile mark. Pierce Henry has I've Crunched It on top by 3 lengths. Pacing 2nd is TJ's Pilot, driven by Clifton Bell. Racing in their 3rd is Long Overdue, driven by Mike Wolf. Racing 4th is Party Dancer, driven by David Justice. Past that quarter-mile mark, that's still I've Crunched It with a lead.
29 and 3.
First quarter paced in 29 and 3/5 seconds. As they race around that upper turn to come down past the stand for the first time, that's I've Crunched It by 1 length. TJ's Pilot is closing in 2nd. Long Overdue is 3rd. 4th is Party Dancer. Moving up on the outside 5th is Cash on Fire. 6th, it is Smooth Keeper. Racing their 7th, that's Captain Trevor James. And the last horse is Strumming My Life Away. 8 pacers pretty well bunched as they come to the half-mile mark. That's I've Crunched It by 1 length. Moving up on the outside 2nd now is Cash on Fire. And at the rail 3rd, that's TJ's Pilot.
4 and 3.
First half paced in 104 and 3/5. As they round the turn now to head down the backside to race over that 3/4 mile mark. They've got to catch I've Crunched It. At the rail 2nd is TJ's Pilot. Cash on Fire racing in their 3rd. Long Overdue is 4th. Moving up on the outside 5th is Party Dancer. 6th along the rail is Smoothie Keeper. Going to that 3/4 mile mark. That's still I've Crunched It with a lead, and TJ's Pilot still 2nd.
133.
3/4 and 133 as they race around that upper turn to head for pay dirt. That's I've Crunched It by 1.5 lengths. Still racing in there 2nd. That's TJ's Pilot. Off stride 3rd goes Cash on Fire. As they turn for home, that's I've Crunched It and TJ's Pilot. I've Crunched It at the rail. TJ's Pilot closing fast on the outside. I've Crunched It and TJ's Pilot. It's TJ's Pilot. I've Crunched It up for place. Up for show is Strumming My Life Away.
203 and 4.
A mile in 2:03 and 4/5.
2:03 and 4, Clifton Bell. Win number 6 here tonight at Oak Harbor. I believe he had a winner last night, just one last night. Let me check. One winner last night, 7 on the week, Clifton Bell. Going to move him into probably the top 10 in driver standings now, I would think. Second was a 3. I've crunched it, Pierce Henry. 203 and 4, 29 and 3, 104 and 3, 133, 203 and 4. TJ's Pilot, 3-year-old Bay Gelding by Revenge Shark.
Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. I wish we could have checked the comments more, but it was just no cell service out here, and I couldn't. After a while, I couldn't even hardly pick them up on the laptop I'm using to stream here.
So if you were here at the fair and bet on Clifton Bell every race, you was winner 60% of the time.
Yeah.
Or at least 60%. A couple races he didn't drive, probably 75, 80% of the time, I should say. 6 winners for Clifton Bell. Big, big night.
Back into the winner's circle where the winners go. Coming in from Alexis, Illinois and Brandon, Mississippi comes number 2, TJ's Pilot. Owned by Flacco Family Farms, LLC, and Roshan Trigg. Trained by Roshan Trigg and driven to victory this evening by Clifton Bell. Let's have a big hand here for Roshan Trigg, Clifton Bell, and TJ's Pilot. And the Kaiser Sound and Communication of Fremont, the sponsors of the race.
Makes the ship home a little more fun for Clifton Bell after a night like that.
Yes. 6 big winners, 5 in a row. Won the first 5 races. $3, $260, $210, $89 try for the 238. Somebody hit it straight for $89. 2-3 exact, $11. One more time from Bill Peters, our final rundown here at the Ottawa County Fair. Join us tomorrow, the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association broadcast team. I know Roger Houston's going to give you the call of the race. I have no idea who's going to be there on the broadcast team, but it is a 12 noon and a 5 o'clock start, a doubleheader. Hometown at Colt Stake in Carrollton, the Carroll County Fair.
10 from the top. Number 1, Smoothie Keeper was 5th. Number 2, TJ's Pilot was a winner. Number 3, I've Crunched It was 2nd. Number 4, Long Overdue was 6th. Number 5, Party Dancer was 7th. Number 6, Cash on Fire was 8th. Number 7, Captain Trevor James was 4th. And number 8, Strumming My Life Away was 3rd. Time of the first quarter was 29 3/5. The half was in 104 3/5. The 3 quarters in 133 with a mile in 203 4/5. From the top it should read 5, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 4, 3 on the bottom. The mile in 203 4/5. Well, that concludes our.
Well, Matt, that wraps it up for the 2-day meet here. Clifton Bell had 6 winners tonight. He won the first 5 races. He had 7 wins on the week. Our leading trainer was probably Herman Hagerman. I didn't tally it up. He had 4 last night. We had 2 track records. Lynn Range last night for 3-year-old filly trotters, 2-year-old colt trotters tonight. BOQ won and set the mark of 202 and 4. So 2 great days of racing. You and I will be joined together on the broadcast team Sunday and Monday, the Sunday County Fair in Tiffin, 6 o'clock start.
Is Susan coming up for that as well? Was she on the schedule for that?
I think she might be.
I think so.
I think so.
It should be a fun weekend.
Yes.
Either way, I really do enjoy that fair.
So that's going to wrap it up for Matt Clark, Doug Ballinger. So long from the banks of the Portage River in Oak Harbor. Till next time.